mean, it had even more meat on the bone than we expected. It didn't fully deliver, but I mean, you look at the games today, Whitey, just like you did yesterday, and I guess it gets broken down into certain nights, right? Where last night, basically today is the good day, right? Because now it's essentially every other. I know it'll get squirrely once we get past the first 4 games, but now on nights like tonight, you get 76ers and Knicks, which I don't even know if that's going to be a good series.
No, Embiid.
You don't think it will be.
Embiid out.
Okay, well, so that's already cooked. And then you have Timberwolves Spurs. So I guess the best combination, Whitey, I guess you have one decent game per day, because I would assume Cavs Pistons will be, I just think it'll be better than Sixers, Knicks, and Lakers Thunder. But this second round, I feel exactly the way you felt about the first round. I don't need it. I'm just locked into Timberwolves Spurs. Let the hate watching commence. I haven't felt this in so long, Whitey. Every time Wembanyama takes a shot, how long has it been? And I know I'm not the only.
Are you hate watching the Spurs?
Oh yeah, I am so much hate watching the Spurs.
Well, let's be honest, is it Wemby or is it
it's
number
all of them.
4?
All of them. Especially number 4. Here's a little mid-range. Especially number 4. But all of them. Because you know why, Whitey? It felt so long since I felt anything watching a basketball game. I'm clinging to whatever I can cling to.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Any
I got
feeling
nothing else.
you have, you're harvesting.
No, there's nothing else. I mean, the Sixers and the Knicks, that's something. I'm trying to cling to that, but I don't think the Sixers got enough there. Cavs, Pistons, I could care less. I'm going to be honest with you.
I have a feeling on that series, but my feeling is that the Cavs sound like losers. They lose the game, and then your guy Donovan Mitchell.
My guy.
Yes.
My guy.
Your guy Windhorst, your guy Donovan Mitchell. I'm just not getting the calls. I don't know why. I don't flop. Maybe that's why.
That's not crying. They do that all the time. That's just normal politicking during the play. That's playoff politicking.
James Harden is on your team.
That's a long time ago. I was listening to Dave this morning. I had a appointment, so my timing was a little different. So I was in the car for a longer period of time. I never normally get to listen to Matt and Kayla at the 11 o'clock hour, so I got to listen to that. Got to listen to Dave and Jason and Chris Verlotta a bit earlier, and Dave with this bit on James Harden. Dave and I went after one another. I think it might have been during the offseason.
Oh, because you like Harden because he's a lefty?
I don't even like Harden.
Oh, okay.
But the idea that you, Dave, fan of the Sacramento Kings.
Not you.
Not
you.
Anybody in here but you, Dave, fan of the Sacramento Kings, would snub your nose up to having James Harden on your team. Now, this is when we were just looking for a point guard, right? This was before the Dennis Schroeder stuff, before all that. And Dave said, I would not. James Harden was all NBA last season. I would not have James Harden on my team. I thought it was ridiculous.
Fascinating. And I have sympathy for you, and I appreciate your efforts to get to the truth. But the bottom line is, when you're complaining about not flopping and James Harden is your teammate, it's like,
no. Does he even?
What's the face you made yesterday when we asked you about J. Ross? Can he wear a UCLA
We're not doing this.
I would make that same face when Donovan Mitchell says that.
James Harden, and first of all, James Harden's flopping. A lot of that was the step back, step through. It was not this Shea and Embiid flopping on the ground. It is flopping, but there are levels of flopping. And I don't even know if Harden doesn't even, he's an elder statesman now. He's not even flopping like that anymore.
I just don't have sympathy for the Cavs right now when they lose and, hey, we got beat. We got to get back and win game 2. And
it's not about that. It's not about James Harden on the team or not. You just don't like when people lose and complain.
Right. And
So
even though,
matter.
that didn't really affect the outcome. Well, then shut up. Then talk about something that did. You say that all the time. People say, well, I don't want to complain about this.
I hate that.
Yeah.
But, Whitey, that's just a clip from what he's talking about. I'm sure he did the whole, we got to be better, and, we just didn't have it. But, I don't flop. I think the weird thing about Donovan doing it is that normally you do it if the other team has a flopper. And the Pistons don't really have a flopper. So it doesn't really help you, right? Normally you see, well, I'm not flopping and so is, so that's the problem.
Right,
But
that's
Pistons
true.
don't have a flopper, so
right.
Donovan, what are you complaining about?
Mm-hmm. Just take your lumps.
Yeah.
You lost to a really good team.
Come on, man.
And you got another game at their place that you got to win.
Come on.
You mentioned Carmichael Dave, and I just want to quickly say you're welcome to Dave for the material that we gave him today. That's what we try to do. We try to share.
What was the material?
The material was yesterday. Let's see. I don't know if Kyle Ledbetter wants to admit that he was a small part of this, but he helped out. And Alan and I, we put together a list of Sacramento sports media, a power ranking list. And it was based on nothing. It had nothing to do with anything. But we thought, this Dave will be interested in this. So we have like 13 people, but then we ranked Dave 22nd. Thinking, he won't like that. And then I put little arrows, ups and down arrows by people indicating they'd gone up in the voting. And I put voting as of May 5th, 26th. There is no voting.
But it doesn't say what it is on the paper. So Dave didn't know what the paper was.
Sac Sports Media Power Rankings, voting as of 5/5/26. So I heard him. He's like, what's this? Some of these people don't work here. We put it where he would see it near his headphones, but behind the phone so it wouldn't be too obvious. Hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. Not only did he see it, did a little bit of a segment on it.
You set him up.
So you're welcome.
Buddy. Yeah, you set him up. He had another Mount Rushmore to get to, and he didn't get to it because he saw that.
So I let him know. I texted him and let him know, and he said LOL.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Jay appreciated some of the names that we had on the list.
Oh,
but anyway,
my goodness.
Yes. Remember yesterday, we were like, maybe he'll mention it on the air. I don't know. What do you?
I thought he wouldn't. I thought he wouldn't. And he clearly did, and he clearly saw it. And look, man.
So you're welcome.
These are all
content, right?
Exactly. Everyone's gonna have their opinion. If you think you are the best, we all should think we're the best at what we do.
There you go.
Now, some of us are gonna talk about it on social media. Some of us aren't. Right? But everyone should think that they're the best, right?
Yes.
That, no matter what job you have. You don't walk in, you're an account executive. I don't know if I'm the best. No, you walk in there, you're the best. You're a garbage man. No, I throw that dang garbage better than anybody.
So I told you, Alan.
That's how you feel.
Younger people come up to me and like, well, should I get into broadcasting? No. If you have to ask me, then the answer is no.
That's right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be asking me what to do with your life. You should be telling me, hey, I'm about to broadcast.
Well, who is the most exciting player still remaining in these playoffs? I have a list for you.
Okay.
What do you think? This is from SI.com. The most exciting player still remaining in the NBA playoffs. Number 10, Oscar Thompson. Number 9, Joel Embiid. I don't think Alan's going to like this list.
Exciting?
Yeah, that's literally what – I'm not saying they're right. The 10 most exciting players remaining in the 2026 NBA playoffs.
Okay.
Thompson, Joel Embiid. Number 8, Tyrese Maxey. Number 7, I get they don't flop. Donovan Mitchell. Cade Cunningham, 6. Jalen Brunson, 5. LeBron, 4. Shea, 3. Ant, 2. Number 1, your guy, Wemby.
This is the worst list I've ever
I had a feeling you would
in my life.
have an issue with it.
Where is this from?
This is, I believe, SI.com. Yes, it's from SI.com, SportsIllustrated.com.
This is the worst list I've ever heard. Tyrese Maxey is way too low. Brunson is way too low. I thought they were just going to put Shea 1. I guess they're trying to be different.
I think
Ant should be 1.
That's what I was just going to say. I think I'd put Ant first.
They got Ant 2.
Wemby is fascinating, but I don't know if he's the most exciting.
I mean, we get it. He's tall as hell. Cool. Enough with this. Can somebody earn something? Can somebody for once just earn something? Right? Why do we have to crown these people before they do anything?
Because everyone is looking for content, and you always applaud everyone's efforts to come up with content.
No, not bad content. Not bad content.
All right.
No disrespect. But
these are all exciting players that are remaining.
Where was
Brunson's
Cade?
5. Cade is 6, and Brunson is 5.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Cade is, I think, something that's worth drilling down on a little bit is the fact that Cade, this may be his coming out party. His regular season was, and right now, I think there's a really good chance. I expect them to get to the finals. We'll see what the league has to say about that. If they get through Cleveland and then they're playing the Knicks, there may be, who knows, some extra obstacles to overcome for them. I don't know. But this could be Cade's coming out party. He's phenomenal.
I think it's supposed to be. And I'm, as much as I think this list is horrendous, I am interested based on how this stuff ends. This will be I think the most unique list we've seen in a very long time when it gets to the Ringer top 100 and the top 10, things like that. Like that first drop after the finals is going to be so fascinating because we've been stuck in, a couple guys that have been grandfathered into the top 10, top 15 for so long. And I think this might be the first season or going into this next season where we'll see some real new names that have emerged. So I'm excited to see that. But this list, yeah, you can keep this. You can keep that list.
Boy, somebody says you're on one. Who was it? Man. Yeah, here it is. The Logical Raptors fanatic. Game Warden Gatekeeper is on one.
I am on one. And Ron says, what did Ant earn? What did Ant earn? He's taken his team to the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row. What are we talking about?
And he came out of the hospital and screwed his leg back on.
Literally.
Literally.
What are we talking about?
And led his team to a playoff win at San Antonio.
Yeah.
Talk about
Mr.
a team that hasn't earned anything yet.
Right.
How about those Spurs?
How about them Spurs? Where are they? I'm looking.
They're on their heels right now.
I'm looking. Oh, Wemby, I got to go look at the film. No, obviously you got to look at you got to do something. 0 for 8 from 3. That was exciting. All 8 of them bricks were certainly exciting, Whitey.
Kimberly wants to know, is it just me or does Wemby look so fragile, just waiting for him to break any second?
That's what That's what I said yesterday. Every other quarter, or I would say once a quarter, there is a situation where Wemby is slow to get up. And I don't know. I didn't see any reports on his ankle, but he definitely rolled his ankle. Good on him for staying in. But it does look like that. And the only reason I feel comfortable talking about this is because we did the same thing, or we haven't done it with Wemby, really. I don't know why, because that was why people were worried about Chet. And Chet has had some injury issues. Wemby's taller than Chet.
I probably would have steered clear of him, and I shouldn't have. But just being honest, looking at that draft, remembering what we all thought at the time, I thought, that guy is just so frail. Then he did get hurt early on. I would have steered clear of him. Would have been a mistake, but
with
to that
Chet.
point. Yeah, because he was just rail thin and still is. But he was phenomenal last night.
Well, even, I think, Wemby, just because he's even taller than that, but I think just even, I don't want to say more skilled, but more, I guess, in that, from a draft perspective, even more exciting. People just didn't talk about it. Just nobody talked about it. But throughout the season, he's been on a minutes restriction. Some of that has been off-court stuff, but he's been on a minutes restriction for, it feels like, the whole season.
I don't know how much stock you put in Gilbert Arenas' opinion, Agent Zero.
0.
Okay.
Yeah, what was his name? Agent Zero?
Yes.
That's how much.
He says, this series is already over.
Yeah.
He says, Minnesota's already won the series.
I mean, and now you're getting me going about these former players, right? Because they played, we didn't, we get it. They can still sound like idiots, though, right? Kendrick Perkins, before I said that the Spurs were going to win, but now that the Timberwolves won, I think the Timberwolves are going to win. What type of arithmetic grade school breakdown is that? Like, they're paying these guys, so he knows that from one game. That, Whitey, you know what that honestly sounds like to me?
What?
That sounds like what I told you about last week. That sounds like water cooler talk with me and the partner operations manager at my last job. Well, Alan, you see that game last night? I thought the Spurs were going to win. Now I think the Timberwolves are going to win. Wow. That's a nice hopscotch tic-tac-toe breakdown, Brian from accounting. Thank you so much.
You know, years and years ago, I was watching the NFL post-game show on NBC. It was Bob Costas, and it was Ahmad Rashad. And, you know, the NFC East back then was great. You had all these great teams. And so they're talking about what happened in the Giants game and the Cowboys game. Bob Costas says, so Ahmad, who's going to win the NFC East? And he goes, Washington. Costas says, why? And he says, I don't know. I just thought I'd say Washington. And he starts laughing. And now that's kind of, I guess, where we are.
Yeah. Content.
Yeah.
Wow. I couldn't believe that, Whitey. I woke up the day after, yesterday morning. I thought that the Spurs were going to win. Now the Timberwolves are going to win. And you know what happens tonight, Whitey, if the Spurs win? Well, the Spurs got home court back. I think the Spurs are going to win. Like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, the Spurs don't get home court back unless.
Well, that's right. They got
to go there and
exactly.
take one.
Yes, they got to win one in Minnesota.
Yeah, so that pressure's on them tonight.
It's a big game.
What do you got?
It's a big game.
They gotta go a long ways towards starting to earn something tonight.
I got the Spurs tonight. I think they're going to shoot the lights out from
All right,
3.
Perk.
No. Perk thinks the Timberwolves are going to win now. But no, he would say, but the Spurs will win tonight. But I don't.
I'm going to go with Minnesota just because I think what they did in game 1 is so repeatable.
You think the Spurs are going down 0-2?
Yeah.
So you think you're Perkins. You are Kendrick
No, I'm
Perkins.
not Kendrick Perkins, but I am Agent Zero. Who, by the way, do you ever hear the story when he was a free agent? Mm-hmm. It was Denver and Washington, I think he was choosing from. And he says he just flipped a coin. He couldn't decide, so he flipped a coin. And that's how he decided which
where
team
to play.
Yeah.
I don't mess with Gilbert Arenas, and I talked to Josiah, right, who he does the podcast with. He's like the mediator. I met him at Summer League, and I asked him, I said, what is the deal with Gilbert Arenas? Because Gilbert Arenas, he's always joking about how Sacramento just has a Chili's or whatever he says about Sacramento. That's why I don't mess with Gilbert Arenas. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with Perk. I just think it is his analysis is – I don't think it's very unique as it pertains to, okay, well, he played.
I just don't know how useful it is.
It's not.
That's the thing with Kendrick Perkins. I felt bad because I really tuned him out. Some of the things he had been saying about why Jokic was winning MVPs a few years ago, and I just stopped listening completely. Mm-hmm. Then he knows Drapes, and he came on with Drapes, and he was a really cool guy. And he spent time with us, and he talked about Domas. Right. So I kind of had to revisit that. But generally, I'm out on his basketball opinions.
I'm glad you brought this up because it is an interesting situation. And I was thinking about this personally because we talk about a lot of players on this show, right? We talk about a lot of Kings players on this show. Every media day, or when we are so lucky, we get to talk to these players in person. I think a lot of fans will say, hey, you keep that same energy, whatever it is. I'm seeing today, Whitey, Chase Sr. of the Niners report, he had on Kalen Black, right? Mm-hmm. Now, he had on Kalen Black, and I thought it was a really good interview. A bunch of people quote tweeted because Chase Sr. pretty much lost it when just from the Niners draft in general, and I guess that third round pick is what set Chase Sr. off. So a lot of fans were saying, you're two-faced for interviewing Kalen Black with a smile on your face when you were talking trash. And it resonated with me because I'm thinking, man, where does that line, and I feel like Jay would probably have some good insight on this too, where does that line kind of start and end? Because the way I see it from Chase's perspective, that's still his job to go out, get an interview, and interview Kalen Black. It's not. He doesn't have to tell Kalen Black, "Hey, I thought you were a bad pick."
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah,
it depends to me. Yeah, that's a tough one because your audience knows. And to me, sometimes the smartest move, I don't know that I've ever done this, is if you're going to say, this guy's a terrible pick, and then you talk to him to say, just so you know, I was really critical of the selection. Isn't that the classy way to do it, Jay? It's tough.
Oh, but that's awkward.
Because otherwise you're being disingenuous to the person, and that A, may come back to bite you, but B, your audience knows that, and it's not a good look. And it's easy. I don't know how, you never know how it's going to go.
But aren't you talking about something separate, though?
I don't know. To me, because especially if it's, and I didn't see this particular one, but if it's like, hey, thanks for coming on. If you've blasted the selection, what do you think, Jay? To me, you're kind of obligated to go, just so you know, nothing personal, but I was really critical of the selection.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I think you're spot on. I would, as they like to say, just keep it real. One thing about it is I think, one of the things, Whitey, you've been in the game for a very long time. One of the things I was always taught is if you don't have the answer, you don't lie and say you have the answer, right? And so that's kind of how I approach the situation. I would rather and me know what we're walking into versus us playing around and jousting and acting like everything is 100%, peaches and cream. And so I'm with you. I would always approach the situation, hey, was very critical of the draft. I'm glad I got you. Hopefully you can change my mind. Right. And the listeners here, we can move forward and be, support and be part of the faithful. However you spin it, I would put it on the table.
That's potentially tough, but it's a lot better than down the road you're going to talk to the guy and the guy's like, hey, by the way, I've been talking to you a lot, and I just found out what you said about me getting selected. You don't want that.
You don't want that.
Hold on, Jay. I'm writing down what you said for media day. What was that again? Let me jot that down, Jay.
I think when it's really all said and done, and I'm a big stickler about this when we talk about people's personal situations, and that by all means, this was not a part of it. But unfortunately, in the game that we play in, fellas, when you are talking about someone and or it could be completely on the field, a missed shot, don't like your speed, I don't like the build, I wish you would do this better, you could do this a lot better than, that person. However you say it, people nowadays take it as if you're attacking a person's character in many ways. And so for me, I would just rather clear it up, and that's the way I've always been taught. Is you always approach the situation as if everybody in the room knows what's going on. And if that draft pick doesn't, as you said, Whitey, 3 weeks down the road when you're at camp and you're having a conversation, a fan, an agent, somebody's going to, because once you have that interview, one of the fans is already talking about, hey, this guy didn't like you being picked by the team.
Yeah.
It's already in his inbox.
It's more respectful to be up front, but I can't say I've always done that. I think another part of it is, this person, are they going to be on once and I'm never going to talk to them again? Or is this someone I'm going to be talking a lot to?
Yeah, right.
Or about.
Yeah.
Or about.
Yeah.
Is it hot in here?
Because listen, this is the one thing, and I say this a ton. Celebrities, people in the know, and people who, whatever we want to call them, socialites, celebrities, athletes, singers, musicians, people that are important to other people. They now understand and have an avenue of understanding what their fans think about them. Social network changed everything. So you can believe, because I've been around enough athletes and musicians and artists and everybody else, celebrities, to know they read the comments.
Right.
They know what you're saying.
Kimberly says, you all have to talk to Zach on Media Day. Laugh emoji.
That's right.
I will say, was it you or was it Dave that said to his face, like that they thought
a lot of people, no, that's my favorite Dave quote ever.
That he was overpaid?
A lot of people think you're overpaid. And then Zach said, well, I don't think I'm overpaid.
Yeah. But at least he said it.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out, Dave. Shout out.
That's why he's only number 22.
That's why he's climbing up, though.
Now the arrow's going down.
How many people on that list?
There's 14, and he's 22nd.
He's 22nd.
That one's tough to figure.
Yeah. Keep working, Dave.
Well, the list is still being created.
Yeah.
Well, there were some people in between that just hadn't been jotted down yet.
There are some people in between, no question.
I'm sure we can think of some.
No question about that. So there you go, Alan.
Okay. Yeah, all good. All good.
I've come to learn, though, that there are some people that that are on TV especially, and they're not necessarily trying to give the type of information that I'm interested in. So rather than, what, that's terrible, I just like, okay, fine.
Right.
Someone else is crazy about it, loves it. I do not.
Okay.
I will not consume that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hear you on that. It just, but to be fair to Kendrick Perkins, a lot of people do it. He's not unique, but that's my whole point. When you have on former players, you think this is going to be more unique than somebody that enjoys the game and has their own opinions.
Yeah.
We're having you on because you playing is going to give a different perspective. If you sound like everybody else, then what is the point?
But that's not his form no more. So you have to understand where he's coming from. His form is not to be X's and O's guy. He is the creative, act the fool guy.
Yeah.
And that's just where it's at.
Yeah, it's a slight exaggeration, but he probably has somebody, this is what we need you to do.
Of course.
And when he does it, you and I and some of our smart listeners might go, what is he talking about? But someone else is going, that's it exactly, Perk. You go. That's what we need.
Wasn't it Kendrick Perkins that said on a podcast a couple of years ago that they told him to pick the other team? It was Rockets somebody.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you remember that, Jay?
Nah, I don't.
It was Rockets somebody, and he said, he was on First Take or something, and he said that they basically told him, I think you like the Rockets, right? Because it's a debate show. So
happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when you're in that forum, which is ESPN has created and Fox and all these different other networks, that back and forth kind of contradictory position, that's a spot now in the media game. And so, yeah, of course, hence why Kendrick Perkins works perfectly, because he is that guy. And then the other part is, if you have a conversation, like I've been blessed to, or I've had the opportunity to sit down and talk to KP a few times. He ain't like that all the time, and he's really talking about basketball. He's got a good mind when it has certain things, but that's not what he's paid for. He is paid to come in there, shake up, ruffle some feathers, talk a little smack. And because he has, he's coming from the point of being an NBA champion and an NBA player, you're good.
Yeah, we don't always care what former players say, but we care what current players say, don't we, Alan? We've got to look at the NBA player poll coming up here. Who are the league's most and least impressive coaches, according to players in the NBA? We're going to dive into that next on Sactown Sports.
The NBA Draft Lottery is here. Stay locked into Sactown Sports 1140 and SactownSports.com for the most in-depth and up-to-the-minute draft coverage on the Sacramento Kings. Powered by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
With so many newsletters, blogs, podcasts, and such about the game of golf, I appreciate the listen here at Golf to Go. But here's one I look forward to in my inbox. It's called Power Fades and written by a fellow New Englander named Jim McCabe. He covered the game for the Boston Globe for 23 years, going on to cover the PGA Tour for Golf Week magazine, followed by a position with the PGA Tour as Senior Manager of Communications. Since 2021, he has self-published his digital golf newsletter called Power Fades. McCabe says he has a passion for playing golf that is surpassed only by his passion for writing about people who have a passion for playing golf. I open his newsletter with a smile on my face, knowing I'll encounter another's highs and sometimes lows, as McCabe writes with great sentiment about regular people's regular lives and their place in the game. And his front 9 musings add humorous reflections to this tidy package. Visit powerfades.com now and thank me later. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Progressive's accident response can detect and send help when you need it most, after a major car accident. But other accidents, you're on your own. Like when you accidentally call your wife Mom. When you accidentally say Happy Holidays on someone's birthday. When you accidentally wave at someone you thought was waving at you. We can't help with those accidents, but Progressive's accident response provides peace of mind after major car accidents. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Monster Truck Madness storms into the Stockton track with a most affordable family fun on May 9th. Tickets started at $15. Admission includes a bid party. Meet the drivers, touch the trucks, feel the power. And don't miss $10 Monster Truck rides and put you in the action. Save money now at StocktonDirtTrack.com.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Now through May 24th at Big O Tires, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Book your appointment online today. Disposal fees extra, not covered with other offers. See your locally owned Big O Tires dealer for pricing.
Buying golf gear is easy. Buying the right golf gear, well, that's different. At Hagen Oaks, they don't just sell equipment, they fit your entire game. With TrackMan technology in the Player Performance Studio, your clubs are matched to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Fitting helps you find the golf ball that performs best for you. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio dials in your stroke, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds correct shoe size for your feet. It's a smarter way to play better golf. Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
your afternoon home for Kings Talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Yeah, coming to you, the number 7 and 8 ranked people in our totally made up media power rankings. Alan, number 7. Way to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
We're grinding. We're working. It's still early.
Yeah.
I don't know who made that list, man.
Well, I haven't updated it. I don't know what today's voting.
Right, that's right. A lot can change.
How that will affect it.
Yeah, a lot can change, man.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of voting, finally The Athletic has come up with, they've unveiled more of the interesting results from their annual player poll. I know Sam, who comes on with Carmichael Dave every week, he had said weeks ago, well, we're going to spread it out more this year. Remember, they used to just do everything, one big drop.
Yep.
So they've had a little bit here, a little bit there. Today, to me, they get into some of the more interesting things, most overrated, most underrated, according to the player. So we'll start with this one today. Which current coach, aside from your own, do you find the most impressive? 146 votes were cast. So let's be honest, you consider how many players are in the NBA. That's not a ton of votes.
Right.
So I don't know what kind of representative sample you get here, but do you want to guess who got number 1? He got 17.8% of the vote. The top 3 were 17.8%, 15.8%, and 11%. This is 146 NBA players. Which current coach, aside from your own, do you find the most impressive?
Most impressive.
Want to guess, Jay?
Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr was 2.7%. So he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, he was tied for 8th.
I'm just gonna go based on who is, who's at the top. I'm gonna go with JB Bickerstaff.
JB Bickerstaff, 3rd place.
Wow,
11%.
That's way higher than I would've thought.
Yeah.
So is Mark Daignault number 1?
Mark Daignault, 15.8%. Number 2.
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick is 4.8%. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Oh,
he was 8th.
How about?
And Kerr was tied for 10th, I believe.
How about Ime?
Ime Udoka is 1.4%.
Wow.
It can't be Joe Mazzulla.
Joe Mazzulla!
Come on. I was with you, Alec. I was going Finch next.
No way.
Number 1 answer.
Are you kidding me?
Enough with
17.8% of players around the league, at least those participating in this poll, said he is the current coach, aside from their own, is the most impressive.
They love it, man.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah, they love his weird analogies.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they love it.
And speaking of Bernie Bickerstaff, 3rd, this is an obvious point, but I don't think we've touched on it. This is a huge series for him against a team that fired him.
Yeah, that's true. He's
because they were a good team when he was there, and then it's pretty clear they decided you're the problem.
Yeah, get on out of here.
Yeah,
said okay.
That's
one of the rare kind of coaching. Well, it's not done yet, but the rare coaching carousels that kind of worked out for you, like fairly immediately. A lot of times guys got to bounce around for a while. Wow.
4th place, Spo, Coach Spo.
Oh yeah,
that Heat culture. 5th place, Jordan Ott. A little bit of a surprise.
Really?
Yeah. Then it goes Mitch Johnson, Charles Lee. Now we're at 5.5%. JJ Redick, 4.8%. Will Hardy, 3.4%. David Adelman, Carlisle, and Coach Kerr, 2.7%. Tyronn Lue, Quinn Snyder, 2.1%. Then Atkinson, Mike Brown, Jordy Fernandez, and Ime, 1.4%. Others receiving votes, 0.7% apiece. Billy Donovan, Tuomas Isalo, and Jamal Mosley.
Huh. Yeah.
You guys didn't see that one coming. I don't think I would have guessed that either.
I mean, I guess they did technically overachieve, so. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I guess they did technically overachieve.
Bogey go boom?
Yeah. 5-1. Giant Padres.
Yeah. Still ways to go yet. Let's look at it the other way. Which current coach, aside from your own, do you find the least impressive? Now, only 100 players responded to this one. Most impressive, 146. Let me have some of that. This one, only 100 players responded.
Least impressive.
Yes.
Well, let's just go to who underachieved. I'm not sure.
The name at the very top is kind of okay. But then after that, there's some well-known names near the top. 22% is the number one answer. Then it goes 14%, 10%.
Is it Doc?
Doc Rivers is number 2 at 14%.
Man, well, you said this one isn't that obvious.
Yeah, I probably will have to tell you the first one. And then when I tell you, you'll kind of say, okay, sure.
Washington's coach or something?
That's exactly right. Brian Keefe, 22%.
Good job, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Coach Christie is on this list. He's third at 10%.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, so that's 10 people voted for him.
It's not nothing.
Mm-hmm. Then it goes Steve Kerr at 6, Billy Donovan and Nick Nurse at 5. So there's some really good coaches on here. Mike Brown, Rick Carlisle, Will Hardy at 4. Jordy, Jason Kidd, Jamal Mosley at 3, J.J. Redick, and Ime Udoka at 3. So a number of these guys are on both lists.
Right.
Kenny Atkinson, 2, Tyronn Lue, 2, and Joe Mazzulla, 2. One thing you can notice here is coaches of teams that were tanking did not do well because Brian Keefe and Doug Christie are near the top.
Yeah.
It sounded like they just looked at the standings and were like, yep, don't like them.
Well, what are those? How are they supposed to show how good they are at coaching, especially to players who are not following it that closely?
Well, I thought it was interesting with a Will Hardy conversation because Will Hardy got that extension. So that, to me, obviously that means that the organization believes in him, but it is interesting that, at least, players out there may not that they disagree, but at least think, I don't really know why they gave him an extension. So Mark Dagnall's not on either list?
Yeah, he does well. He's on the most impressive. He's number 2.
Okay.
15.8%. Okay. Funny thing is, when I was giving you clues and Jay said, is it the guy who coaches Washington? Well, one of the respondents said, quote, I don't even know who's coaching the Wizards, but whoever coaches the Wizards is my answer.
To that point.
Let's look at the standings.
Yeah.
I think Doug, to that point, I think Doug is interesting because Doug is a name, right? I think everybody knows.
But he's not a coaching name. But he is obviously well known.
I think more people know Doug Christie than they should know Doug Christie based on being the coach of a bad Kings team.
Historically, Steve Kerr has been one of the most lauded in our player polls. I remember once I actually told him during an interview, hey, you were voted as the coach that other players most want to play for. And he said, that's because I give them the freedom to commit 20 turnovers a game or something like that. But 6% of the respondents voted him as the least impressive coach in this one.
Kaminga. When was this done? During the Hawks series?
That's a good question. I don't know exactly when. I should check that. I assume it was
somewhat recent.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Oh, here we go. Man. It's a rough one. Rough one for the Gigantes.
Yeah, we asked players these questions from late February to early April. Okay. Thank you for asking that question.
Late February.
From late February to early April, our writers fanned out across North America asking players a wide array of questions.
Kaminga was cooking during that time. They said, man, Steve Kerr got him messed up.
But there's many more juicy responses to get into, especially most overrated, most underrated. You asked yesterday, is Julius Randle the most underrated player in the league? We're going to find out here today how the players feel about that.
And by the way, Rob M. says all the Kings vets probably voted Doug as least impressive. The rookies love him. Rob, you were not allowed to vote for your coach.
Correct. Good point right there.
So it was from other players. Both ways.
And there aren't a lot of... I could see somebody who got traded, I have no idea, but somebody got traded from the Kings who was bitter would be like, I'll show those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you who's the least impressive. I'll tell you who's the least impressive coach.
Why is he getting a vote?
I was trying to do a German and it didn't come out.
I thought you were Sasha.
No, I was trying to do a Herr
Dennis?
Schroeder, and it did not come out well.
That's probably when it comes to the GMs, I think.
Yeah.
Herder's probably, I'm still voting for Mike Brown. Even over there.
When we come back, the A's got trounced, but at least Nick Kurtz got to hang out with the Philly that he once named his cat after. That story is, you heard that story?
No.
You want to hear it? Either way, it's coming up on Sactown Sports.
For the second straight offseason, the Sacramento Kings have been linked to Raptors guard R.J. Barrett. Should Scott Perry make a move to reunite with his former draft pick? Is Keegan Murray a potential trade candidate to make that happen? Get the entire breakdown from the Matt and Kayla Show at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. What's up? It's Matt George. What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our clients' portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. Thunder. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Drive guys powering your afternoons Monday through Friday on Sactown Sports.
Woo! We've already had a very energetic, vibrant, kind of a salty show, haven't we? We haven't been going at each other, but
no, not yet. It's still early. Well, yesterday, one of our viewers said, "Alan's a little chill today." You know,
that's right.
Did Alan have his coffee? Now, look, I did have a long weekend. Okay, and I thought
Are you still in recovery mode?
No. I thought I brought the energy, but you know what? I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the listeners. I thought that I had, the requisite energy. But to be fair to everyone, and to be honest, like I said, we took the midnight train. The midnight plane, a red eye. Mm-hmm. We got into Guadalajara.
And you were hanging out with Slates? Anthony Slater?
We ran into each other at the airport. He was on his way to Minnesota, so we talked for a little bit. He met my wife for the first time because we talk all the time.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do dinner, and we will do dinner. But that was at midnight. So then we went all the way, got back 11 p.m. on Sunday. So I hear you. But that's what happens when you poke the bear. So then in the first segment, I got to go at some people, okay? And it's all love. Jay got 2 phones, all the connections. We can have anybody on the show. Mm-hmm. That's what led me to that conversation. If we get Kendrick Perkins on the show, right?
Yeah, been on the show.
Well, Alan was joking about this, about that. I wanna approach it properly. That's all. And then you got this list. Okay?
The list.
Then you got
the blacklist
list that has everyone talking, everyone going up and down about this Sacramento media scene. Mm-hmm. Okay? And this all started once I got to town.
Kayla's 10, but she has an arrow up.
Arrow up.
Yeah.
This all started once I got to town. Proclamations started getting made. I just, Whitey, I put my pants on one leg at a time, put my shoes on. I grab my lunch pail. I just go to work every single day.
What does a dog do that a man steps into? Pants.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the Riddler.
There you go.
There you go. You got the Riddler here.
Uh-huh.
So when y'all ask me, Alan, we need that. We need that reel. Don't you worry. I got you. But we're just getting started, Whitey.
What's your cat's name?
I got 2.
Okay. What are your cats' names?
Shasta and Xena.
Okay. Have you ever Xena, like Xena the Warrior Princess? I think
yes.
you told me that.
Yes.
Have you ever had a pet that was named after an athlete?
No.
Okay. You seem like you sure?
Well, I've only had the 2 cats. I told you, and Sally's name was Sally, the salamander.
Okay. When you were a kid, you didn't. Oh, you just had Sally.
I just had Sally.
Yeah.
And a snail.
Mm-hmm. When this is a big series in Philadelphia for the Big Amish, because he's from that area and he used to grew up watching Phillies. He showed up hours before first pitch to watch batting practice, and Nick Kurtz idolized players such as Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, and Hunter Pence, and his family eventually named their 3 dogs after them.
Pence?
Chase, Howard, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the name. They named them after the players. Maybe it's Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence, you come here. Mm-hmm. Chase Utley, you get over here. The Kurtz family later welcomed a cat and named it Bryce Harper. And
these are not pet names.
But during the first inning Tuesday, Harper reached first base on a single and was chatted up Kurtz. Mm-hmm. They met last year when the Phillies were here. And Nick Kurtz says, it's just cool to play these guys, but to talk to Harper, Trey Turner, all these guys I've been watching my whole life. I don't know if while Bryce Harper was on first, if he said, hey, I named my cat after you. I don't know. Probably.
I don't think so. You just keep that one. Mm-hmm. Keep that one in the back pocket.
Yeah. Other than that, that's kind of trying to put a positive spin on what happened to the A's in Philadelphia yesterday, but that's baseball. They got knocked around a little bit.
Well, look, before we, start to worry about the A's, everybody right now is part of the fired manager bump. We see it in every sport. Maybe football's a little bit different, but because they'll wait for Black Monday. But we saw it in basketball. Remember that with Doug Christie when they won 7 straight?
Uh-huh.
Right? The fired coach, the new coach bump, the fired coach bump. The Phillies are in it right now, and they have taken it to the two Northern California teams who got caught in that weird timing. They swept the Giants, and they beat the brakes off the A's. But, look, the Giants are a different conversation. But as far as the A's are concerned, the Phillies are on one right now, and they'll probably cool off at some point.
I know this will never happen, and the Giants are losing, but they are not done yet. They still have their at-bats in the ninth inning. They're down. If this keeps going, they need to think about changing their manager already. I know they won't because they just hired him, but it's just not working. And you see what some of the other teams have done when they switch managers. I know they won't happen. They won't do it because you can't admit so early on that, that was a mistake, but I think it was a mistake.
I don't think that this is on Tony Vitello.
I'm not sure it is either. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's not helping. It's making things worse.
I don't think another coach would make it better. I don't think the manager bump, I think they need more than that. So I don't.
I know that's an extreme thing to say when it's barely May.
I'll tell you this.
I watch this team, and to me, it's like, something ain't right.
But exactly what we talked about as far as where Tony Vitello would be best, maybe with a younger team.
Yeah.
I'd rather move off of, I am not a huge fan at this point. I don't need Rafi Devers on my team. I don't need Willie Adames. I don't need Mr. Gatorade Man on my team. I don't need Matt Chapman on my team. If you can move some of those guys.
You want a tank?
I would rather do that than get rid of Tony Vitello a month into the season.
I just think he clearly, as anyone would, needs some time to get acclimated. Right. And on this team right now, it's like he doesn't have that cushion.
No. It's a different version of Trey Lance drafted to the Niners. The timelines just don't fit. Now, Trey Lance didn't end up being good at football, but at the same time, the timelines didn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Vitello's timeline doesn't really seem to fit.
Yeah. Well, that said, I mean, if they come back today and win, they've won this series. But right now,
they're not going to.
Yeah. If they lose today, what would that be, like 8 of 9?
It would be 8 of 9.
Yeah, if they do, yeah. By the way, some attendance numbers are out, and Sac B looking at A's attendance numbers. The A's have sold out 6 of their first 16 home games after announcing last year just 7 for the whole season. Average attendance up to 10,490 at the ballpark with capacity 13,800. That's up nearly 10% from last season's average. That all sounds good. I think I've said this before. I'm just not sure how much stock to put into any of anybody's attendance numbers these days. We know it's better. I just, when you start parsing the numbers, we got this many sellouts. What's a sellout now,
Yeah.
It's better. I just don't know how accurate those numbers actually are.
I don't know if it's looked like that, right? Or just from TV. And I haven't watched every game. I'm not saying I have. And I know timing can be different, but does it feel better? This is supposed to make it sound like it was better than last season.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's better than last season when you watch? Maybe a little
bit. And I haven't been out there yet this year.
Yeah.
And there does seem to be just less of that negativity that, last year at this time it was like, this is a total disaster. No one knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Anybody that's been out to a game, we'd love to hear 916-339-1140 or on the text line as well. Have you seen has there been as many sell signs and, those that maybe came up from Oakland and giving you a hard time, giving the broadcast a hard time? I know the broadcast would have to remove people that were on the screen behind them. Are there the drums? Are they out there in the berm?
Uh-huh.
Are they doing that this year? Because it feels like they're not.
This is our friend Chris Biederman who wrote this in the B. Attendance has gone up thanks to better performance, exciting young core, more of an effort to appeal to Sacramento by wearing yellow jerseys featuring Sacramento across the chest, accompanying locally themed Sacramento Saturdays, which include local activations and Sacramento-themed giveaways. So it looks like it's working, and let's be honest, there are people that want to make sure they put a real bright spotlight on anything positive going on with baseball in Sacramento right now.
Yeah.
And bless them for trying to increase our chances of getting a team.
Yeah, and we knew, look, man, eventually people got other stuff to do, and it's hard to just put all your energy. Think about it if you were an Oakland A's fan. They're in Oakland. You're fighting tooth and nail to keep the team. Then you don't. Now you're going to get in your car, drive up 80 to complain in Sacramento. At some point, you just say, Uncle, And it feels like that, from what I've seen, heard, like I said, I haven't got out there for a game this season quite yet, but it feels like a lot of the Oakland A's fans that were fighting the good fight are at this point saying uncle.
They've gone from anger to just acceptance.
Yeah, we got to move on.
We're going to move on with a look at one of the wildest first rounds in NBA playoff history. Alan had been telling us this is crazy. So what happened? We'll look at that next. Sactown Sports.
With a $49 million player option in front of him, is Zach LaVine a lock to remain with the Kings next season? Or could a diminished role potentially lead the veteran guard to look elsewhere? Hear the entire breakdown from Matt George and Kayla Anderson at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
I remember that every time my mom got dressed up, she put on the first piece of jewelry I ever gave her, a pair of quarter-carat diamond earrings. It was Mother's Day in 1978, and I'll never forget it. She said, "Oh, John, you shouldn't have." But her eyes and her smile said something completely different. That is a feeling we want you to have when she opens your gift from Prestigio Jewelers this Mother's Day. Even better, we guarantee you a credit account to make your own Mother's Day memory. I'm John Bubica, founder and president of Prestigio Jewelers, and I guarantee you a credit account today.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
May is here, and so is your excuse to hit the ballpark. The green and gold are bringing the energy all month long with fan-favorite bobbleheads. Can't miss post-game fireworks and a ballpark atmosphere you don't want to miss. Turn up for Sacramento Saturdays and bring the whole crew out for Stompin' Sundays, packed with kid-friendly fun, giveaways, and the opportunity for kids 14 and under to run the bases after the game. Enjoy big swings and bigger moments all May long in West Sacramento. Lock in your seats now at athletics.com/tickets.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Trust EB Stone, where 100 years of expertise means your garden thrives naturally. Try cactus and succulent soil mix and Sure Start or all-purpose fertilizers. Visit ebstone.org for a location near you. EB Stone, for the life of your garden.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
We have a final from Oracle Park. San Diego has defeated the Giants 5-1. The good news there means we're very unlikely to hear from JR today. Apologies or sympathies, I should say, to Giants fans. But the good news is we ain't hearing from JR today. So
say his name like Beetlejuice. Say his name 3 times. He'll appear.
Your club's got to do something, Alan. I thought this series set up nicely for him and your guy, Webby last night. That was a rough one. He got knocked around and says his knee hurts.
Yeah, I saw something, and I thought it was pretty spot on. And now you got John Heyman talking about could the Giants move Devers, Jim Bowden talking about could the Giants move Robbie Ray, which makes a ton of sense. But, yeah, I saw something. It said that Logan Webb is either tipping pitches, deeply compromised by ABS, or injured. And then
it may actually be a combination.
Right. And this is interesting. This is from our guy. And Draper don't want me to say my guy anymore, so I'll just say my man. So I'll just say this from my man, Dieter Kurtenbach. Listen to this. This is pretty interesting.
You can call him your guy because he's your guy.
He is my guy.
Yeah.
Alameda guys. In the 3 seasons between 2023 and 2025, Logan Webb had more called strikes outside the zone than anyone else in baseball. In fact, 25% more than number 2. This year, he's tied for 3rd, on the Giants. So that goes to the possible ABS compromise thing.
I'd not thought about that.
And Patrick Bailey stealing a bunch of strikes that Logan, he's a single ball thrower, and he's not getting those calls anymore.
I don't know, Jay. What comes to mind is cheater, pumpkin eater, right? Not getting away with it.
I mean,
strike's got to be a strike now.
Strike's got to be a strike.
I mean, I'm sorry. He's from Rockland and everything.
Yeah, strike definitely has to be a strike.
But to me, just when I watch him pitch, he looks like he's just lost a little bit.
Yeah. I think the last part of that post, though, would be how many of his strikes are the umpires better, or are those strikes getting challenged more? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're not are they getting challenged?
Are strikeouts way down?
Right. So that's the one piece of it. I understand what Dieter's saying, but I guess we should assume that those calls are being challenged is, the easiest way to assume.
Yeah. And my assumption would be you'd have to get in there and crunch the numbers. My assumption would be that his strength would be more people hitting ground balls off the sinker than striking out. So he still should be able to get people hitting ground balls, but he just looks like he's lost a little bit. I think it's the knee. Not quite finishing his pitches. He hung some pitches.
Ryan Walker and the crew just blew it. Mm-hmm. But he did pitch well against the Phillies. But, yeah, this is a disaster. But, Whitey, I'd rather an exciting disaster than for it to be a kind of or an exciting losing season than a boring losing season. And if those are my choices right now, Whitey, at least it's exciting.
I can't believe you guys, the two of you, played college baseball, professional, semi-professional baseball, you and Jay. So there's things you guys know about baseball that I just have to say, I wouldn't know. I haven't been there. But a 2-run triple today for, let's see, who hit it for San Diego? It was Ty France. And you guys will said, oh, yeah, that's a hit, not an error. It was right off the right fielder's glove. It literally hit him in the webbing of the glove.
No webbing.
The top of the webbing.
It hit him in the
top. Change it up now. Here we go.
It hit the top of the webbing, which is the webbing of the glove.
You're also talking to 2 hitters. Give me a hit.
There you go.
I need a hit for that.
Yeah, I need
understand that.
I remember you would have plays like that.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to first base or whatever, and I'm just wondering, man, I wonder if that was a hit or
all the time, right?
I've done that playing stupid softball.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
It's always a hit in softball, man.
Yeah.
Never an error in softball.
Always got to be a hit.
If you're a scorekeeper, I've been a scorekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Scorekeeper.
Softball?
Yeah.
Like
I got
adult?
paid. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How much? About 25 a game or something?
No, maybe 25 a night for doing like 4 games or something.
Okay.
Yeah. If you give somebody a hit, you got 3 parties. You got the fielder, you got the hitter, you got the pitcher. A hit means the fielder and the hitter are happy. You give somebody an error, you got an unhappy hitter and you got an unhappy fielder. So you got 2 of the 3 unhappy on an error. Hit, more people are happy.
Besides the pitcher.
Right. He's the only one. Yeah.
But hey, it's your fault. Strike him out.
Exactly. Which is, I always say, unless that's the first hit of the night, you shouldn't care anyway.
Right.
Just don't give up the
That's
run.
old school, Jay. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
first hit has to be a clean hit. Yeah.
Of course. Now, that's an error. If that's the first hit of the day, all right. You're not giving that a hit. But, yeah, like Alan said, you're talking to 2 guys that swung the bat. I can care less what a pitcher thinks.
Line drive to right. Right fielder comes over off the top of his glove.
Okay, but wait, hold on, Whitey. You got to give a better description because you're acting like the man just
Little
walked.
lazy fly ball down
See,
the
here
right
we
field
go.
line.
Like he just shuffled 3 feet over and he was under it.
He was
and no.
huffing and puffing to get
Right.
to that spot.
Right, he dove.
And that's the guy they just brought up, right?
Right, and he's a catch. I mean, he plays all the positions, but
What's the one thing a catcher should be able to do?
Left
Catch.
his foot. Yeah, they're stationary.
You know, honestly, that's a bad situation to have him playing right field at that point.
But the ball's gonna find you. That's what they always say.
It always does.
And I'm sure. I mean, I don't know why. We got to double check. I'm looking here because the Giants do have an error.
Yeah, but I think that was on
That was
Chapman.
already- okay.
But you're right. That's a good point. There was a ground ball that went through Chapman that I think was the error.
I think I saw some of that. But yeah, if I'm in the outfield, that's a hit.
That's it.
I try.
I get that.
And then I'll
I
just fall
understand that.
over because, it's a dive. I dove for it. That's a hit.
Players do that even at the major league level. After the fact, they'll go to the scorekeeper, and sometimes they change it.
Got to. That's money, Whitey.
Got a politic.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Need all of mine.
Yeah. I don't understand whatever it was that happened in the first round of the NBA playoffs, even though Alan had been telling us for a couple weeks now, hey, could be the best first round ever. Maybe because that is just so ridiculous. Maybe I didn't, really pay attention to how interesting the first round was. Just Alan's notion, the best one ever. It's like, come on, settle down.
And first of all, I never said that.
It's the best ever,
No,
maybe of any round.
I said it could be the best ever.
Right. Well, Howard, back to your credit, writes today that the entire first round was untraditional, unconventional, unpredictable, weird, occasionally painful, sometimes bordering on absurd, and it was marked by prolonged series, razor-thin talent margins, and 2 major upsets. So I applaud you for pointing that out.
Hey, it was good stuff. It's better than the second round.
He says, all told, 48 games in the first round, the most since 2014. The second most games in the first round in the past 2 decades. Of the 8 first-round series, 6 lasted at least 6 games, the most since 2014. 3 series won full 7 games. 2 teams overcame 3-1 deficits to win a series. And 2 top 3 seeds were ousted. Celtics in the East, they were a 2 seed, and Denver, the 3 seed in the West. So you're right. Yeah, we had a lot going on there. And I think the point of his article is to just say there's just the gap between the really good teams and the lesser teams is narrower than it ever was.
You're right. There's that parity that everybody likes. But, that also does hurt the next round too, what you've been saying, Whitey. And now I'm not as low on the Sixers as you are, but that can hurt the next round because if you feel like the Sixers, if you pull off an upset, and it happens in March Madness all the time, what are the chances of you pulling off another upset? Right, the Lakers, that was a tough spot because, I think the Rockets, we thought they'd give a better effort, but nothing really you could do with the Lakers in that situation. And then you have the Cavs who went back and forth with the Raptors. So and the Cavs ultimately won. So even though you kind of got teased with a lot of possible upsets, but they didn't follow through, which is essentially what you'd been saying. The only one that we can go towards is the Nuggets, and funny enough, that upset is still leading to what seems to be another good series. So it's just kind of a dud. I know everyone does this every season, so I don't want to call it a dud. I'm not calling it a dud of a playoffs because I loved that first round, but this second round, I'm not super juiced until it's time. What time is it today, Whitey? The Hate Watch starts at 6:30. I got to get out of here right on time. The Hate Watch starts at 6:30, baby.
We've had 7 different teams win championships in the last 7 years. So clearly we've all looked at that and realized, you've got a lot of parity. And Howard Beck is saying, you've even got conference champions that can't repeat. And he says what we saw in the first round is a reflection that the parity isn't just reflected in the finals. He says the talent differential between a 60-win team and a 45-win team is much closer than the standing suggests. So the parity just isn't at the very top.
Yeah.
Which I think could be good for the league.
They like brands.
Mm-hmm.
They like big brands, though. And I don't know if that's good for the league. It's good for the league when there is a big brand involved. But I don't know, again, Nuggets, Timberwolves, I know Ant's in there. And Jokic, I wonder how Nuggets, Timberwolves even did. That was a pretty good series. I know it went, would it go 6? This next one, Timberwolves, Spurs, that's about as good as you're going to get at this point because the Lakers aren't doing much. I wonder how this one will do ratings-wise.
All this means, Alan, is that the road to the Kings getting back into contention, it's much more easily navigated than we thought.
And how is that?
Because the league is everybody's kind of it's a watered-down league right now, other than maybe Oklahoma City.
Which is so funny because...
This is what we saw with the Beam team, remember?
Yeah.
They surprised everybody. They won 48 games.
But this is the same league that there's a tanking problem, apparently. That's what we're being
Not
told.
anymore.
Not anymore. So
my guy, Adam fixed it.
Yeah. He can just spin it to whatever he wants. It's the only league that has the best parity out of all major sports, but also has a tanking problem. How is that possible? Seems like one of those things is not true, Adam.
Which one isn't true? They are both true. They were this year, right?
There's no tanking problem.
You don't think there was a tanking problem?
No.
I guess it's a beauty or ugliness in the eye of the beholder because we saw some really ugly basketball this year. A lot of it from teams that were not trying to win. A lot of them.
There were a lot of teams tanking this season.
Yes.
In my opinion, that is separate from the NBA having a tanking problem.
Oh, you think it was just specific to this year?
Yes. An NBA having a tanking problem is you got to deal with that every single season.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen that every single season. And we probably weren't going to see it again, at least for the next 2-3 years.
I think we have seen, that's a brilliant point, but we have seen since the Sixers adopted the policy of we're just going to be bad every year. That's our plan for 5-6 years. And then we're going to get the best draft picks. We've seen other teams look at that model and say that's the way to do it. And in fact, it makes sense. So even though this year the tanking was extreme, I do think there's no question that it has become routine every year, regardless of who the top draft pick is, for a handful of teams. And this year, there were more of them, to just go into the season with everyone knowing that team's not trying to win. That's not good for the league.
But you get it back, though, right? It eventually comes back around. How many people were complaining when the Spurs were doing this, though? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just feels like they're picking and choosing when it's okay and when it's not okay. Nobody was complaining when the Thunder did it. Nobody was complaining when the Spurs did it. Again, it just looked bad because multiple things were happening. I'll give you this one, Whitey. Years and years ago, this was one of the first time I hung out with my now wife with their family and back in PA.
Is this an Allen analogy? An Allen analogy?
We haven't had one in a while.
I know.
Okay, so I'll give you this one, Whitey. So her parents said, hey, we're going to go to this Bruce Springsteen concert at Hershey Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's the boss. Cool. I don't listen to a ton of Bruce Springsteen, but
I don't either.
What do I care? It's just a couple hours and we're out there, visiting her family, or it was my first time out there. But we get there and we didn't have tickets, right? Now, there was basically an open gate at Hershey Park, okay? So it's me, her cousin, her parents. We start seeing people just walking in.
I have no idea how Alan's going to bring this
okay?
home.
People just start walking in to see the boss. Oh, man, people are just going in.
Glory days.
Yeah, he's in the jeans and all that. So eventually, we look around. Well, do you want to just go in? So we just went in. Got to see Bruce Springsteen for free. But the problem was, Whitey, nobody noticed when only a couple people were doing it. Once a bunch of people started seeing the gate and the hole in the gate, that's when security said, hey, we can't let all you sneak in to see the boss. And that's exactly what happened in the NBA. A couple teams doing it here, nobody was paying attention. this specific season when you had the perception of more teams doing it, because then you would throw in the Mavericks kind of softly tanking.
Well, the perception was accurate, though, because there really were more teams. It wasn't just a perception, it was reality.
But it's just one year.
But now all fans know, oh, that gate is open.
Yeah.
And
So
more
now
and more
they have
teams
to-
are coming through
they have
there.
to shut the gate for the next concert.
Yeah, we can't have all these people coming through. We didn't realize it was a problem,
Well,
but it is.
You Jimmy rigged the gate back, and you sneak back in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do.
You really think? I'm not going to argue with you on it, but you really think they should have just left the lottery the way it was?
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe some
I
of
probably
that's-
will argue with it on it, but I wanted to see what you thought.
Maybe some of that is me just being salty because the Kings decide, they proclaim, and they've been pretty open about it, right? Hey, no, we got to do this the right way.
Mm-hmm.
When Adam Silver hears Scott Perry and other GMs saying, no, we got to build this from the ground up, Adam Silver knows what he means by that. So he's thinking, okay, so now the Kings are trying to hop in the tank.
Right.
And other teams are going to hop in the tank. I got to close the top of the tank so nobody else can hop in.
But I think that's a good thing for Kings fans.
How? You were wanting them to tank.
I know, but now you can't. I mean, it was, look, given the way things were, it made the most sense.
Yeah.
Scott Perry never said we are going to tank for multiple years, but he said everything you could say to imply that without saying it.
Right.
You can't do it now. And Kings fans had to resign themselves to that's just the best way to get back to where you want to get to. But that's a pretty bleak outlook. And now that's off the board.
So you never really wanted to do it. You just felt like they had to do it.
It was the smartest thing to do. It made the most sense. Now it's not an option. So I think that's good.
But is it good? How is it good when it also will make it tougher for the King? It's good if you just want to watch.
It's good in the short term.
It's good.
It's better in the short term.
Right. It's good if you want to watch competitive to semi-competitive basketball. It's bad if you ever want to be, or the chances of you being OKC or the Spurs, that is not possible.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's going to be very tough to do. And it's going to take Scott Perry making a lot of different moves.
Except that, as we said yesterday, you look at the best teams and their very best players over the last 6-7 years, and very few of them are led by guys that were top 3 picks. Shea, and we went through the list yesterday.
Yep.
And, of course, Jokic is a great example. Jimmy Butler. There's a ton of guys that were picked. Siakam. Look at the Pacers last year in the finals. So it's possible that all of us, and I'm right there with you, like, man, you got to get a top 3 pick if you want to be getting a guy that's going to transform your franchise. But a lot of times, not just the exception, but the rule is those guys aren't necessarily top 3 picks.
So the Sunday doesn't matter.
Oh, it's very interesting.
No, Sunday doesn't matter.
It's goof-proof for the Kings.
The probabilities don't matter.
You'd still rather be 3, but or 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might
and
be.
Besides, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you're coping a little bit, but I understand why.
It's not like we're gonna rant and rave, and then they're gonna say, okay, we'll go back to the old model. They're not gonna do it. So
yeah, but you're talking about fans here, Whitey. You're supposed to complain. Hopefully there's nothing to complain about. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't work out well, you're supposed to complain. You're not just supposed to pick up your ball and leave.
What is there to complain about right now?
Right now, nothing.
Okay. So I reserve the right to complain after we see what happens.
Okay. Well, you're making it sound like you wouldn't complain. I think you will.
I don't know. I'm leaving that. That's an option.
It's not.
I'm very interested to see who wins the lottery. What team wins the lottery?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and fire it up for you. I know Jay, get my music going. Thank you very much, Jay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, no. 7. This is a nightmare. See, Utah won. This is perfect, Whitey.
Okay.
This is what would send people into a frenzy.
I agree.
Utah won. Washington 2. So they dropped down 1. And Atlanta would get really lucky. They jumped up 4. to number 3. Milwaukee jumps up 6 to the 4 spot, and everybody else drops. Indiana lost their pick to the Clippers. Brooklyn dropped all the way to 6, so that would make people feel better.
Here's one of the biggest problems for the NBA. I don't know if they realize it or if they care. You could take just about any results. We'll use the ones you just came up with, and a conspiracy theorist, will just have a field day with that.
Yep.
Oh, DeBanza, Utah. Well,
there you go. See, now you're getting it.
Oh, the Bucks. Well, they're trying to keep Giannis happy. The league's trying to keep Giannis happy.
Flip it. Yep.
Yeah, and you can do that with just about any result, and fans will.
Nah, this one, I just ran it again. Chicago jumps up 8 to pick number 1.
There you go. Big
Jordan,
market.
Michael Jordan.
Right.
And see, I don't know, Whitey. I think if the Wizards, the Nets, the Bulls, and the Kings get top 4, I don't think too many people crying.
I would agree with that, but I think that's unlikely.
Yeah,
you're right. I did say no matter what the result. You're right, but I don't think that'll happen, but I would agree with you.
I don't think it's going to happen because here comes the conspiracies. They're going to throw name a team, you know.
Yep.
OKC jumps up 12 spots. Like, come on.
If the Warriors somehow sneak way up there, people are going to go, especially around here, absolutely ballistic.
Come on.
In this other one, with the second pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Darius A. Cuff Jr.
Come on. Number 2?
Number 2. And y'all saw that video I posted? Michael Brown Jr.?
I did not.
Barely 6'5" with shoes on.
Uh-huh.
This combine, guys. What if A-Cup comes in at 6'1"?
He is.
If that.
Right.
It's a problem. That's a problem.
For
fellas.
who? For him?
It's a problem because the Kings, we know, they like A-Cuff on some level. And he was jumping up. Just ran it again, fellas. Dallas, number 3. Sacramento Kings, 7. I mean,
Dallas 3. There's another one that people will.
Brooklyn 1, Washington 2. Mm-hmm. See, man, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm. When the Kings end up drafting Michael Brown Jr., how are you going to be with that?
I haven't been able to watch him that much, but yeah, early on in the season, he was cooking. And I've watched some videos of him because obviously he's putting out the most videos right now because he didn't get to play that much and he didn't get to play in the tournament. But I guess Whitey, it might be the most calm option because we got to kind of just see what he is, right? Like A-Cuff would bring a lot of different feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, different players would bring different feelings. But Michael Brown Jr., I just wonder, they clearly must really like this guy because I don't know much about him.
Logical Raptors fanatic says if the Kings get the first pick, people will say it's for sending Fox to the Spurs.
Oh,
nah.
I think he's onto something, though. I do, Jay. I think no matter what happens, there are people that are going to find reasons to say, oh, well, that's because they did this. See, it's proof that the whole thing is rigged.
But did you guys?
No matter what happens, other than, like you said, if it goes in order.
When have anything worked out in King's favor and people is like it's rigged?
I can't. I'll get back to you. You have me at a disadvantage.
It's been never.
Yeah.
Well, the joke has been that the De'Aaron Fox extension saved the league from a Wemby dynasty. Because now they're stuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
So the Kings, it would be, hey, thanks Sacramento Kings for for sending De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs and not ruining the parity of the league.
Look, as you pointed out, De'Aaron, he showed this side when he was here, doesn't get bothered by things. Things aren't going well, and he doesn't get bogged down in it. But he's on the spot tonight, is he not?
Oh, yeah.
He is on the spot big time tonight.
And I guarantee you, De'Aaron is going to ball out tonight. I have a feeling he's going to ball out tonight. I think the Spurs are going to win. You think the Timberwolves are going to win.
I do think the Spurs are going to shoot about 90 free throws.
Right. Okay, see? And then we're going to have to walk in a crosstalk. Matt's going to be refreshed and assessed in his half Spurs, half Kings jersey after not talking about it on Monday.
See, I just call him
number 9.
Number 9 now.
Number 9?
Yeah.
And we're going to do this whole thing all over again. But I tell you, Whitey, I'm done with it. I'm over it. You're going to argue for a dude that shows
You're not
up.
over it.
No. You're going to argue for a dude. Hey, Jay, you're going to argue for a dude that hits about 250. He's one for 4. Every 4 games, De'Aaron Fox gets a hit. You're going to argue for a 250 dude. That's on you. I'm not going to engage with that.
Well, more pressing for De'Aaron Fox right now is the fact that it's people in San Antonio. It's not just us and some people here.
Yeah.
Embittered Kings fans. There's people in San Antonio going, I don't know about this guy.
Good. With great power comes great responsibility. It's about dang time.
We'll come back and look at the results of the NBA player poll. Who's the league's most underrated player? Alan says it could be Julius Randle. Did he get any votes? We'll find out next. Don't go away.
With a $49 million player option in front of him, is Zach LaVine a lock to remain with the Kings next season? Or could a diminished role potentially lead the veteran guard to look elsewhere? Hear the entire breakdown from Matt George and Kayla Anderson at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Save $2 when you buy 2 cans of Superior Products Coverall Tire Dressing. Plus, get 4 times O Rewards points now at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks so you can make smarter decisions faster. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
This deer season, John Deere wants to give you the home field advantage. We're bringing you the best offers of the season, whether that's cash off on select new machines or a shot at the ultimate Major League Baseball prize package. Because right now, you can enter for a chance to win an MLB All-Star experience for you and 3 friends, complete with travel and lodging for All-Star Week this July. Deer season is going on now through June 3rd. Visit johndeere.com/deer season to enter and view the offers and complete contest rules. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
The spring service event is on at Maida Subaru. Now is the time to let Maida Subaru get your Subaru road ready for spring with exceptional savings on tires, brakes, wiper blades, and more. See all the service specials at MaidaSubaru.com.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
This Home Improvement Month tip is brought to you by Bonnie, leading the way home. Press the test button on GFCI outlets in kitchens and bathrooms to make sure they're working properly.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Over the years, some of golf's best stories were about the legendary Ben Hogan. Tommy Bolt once said that Hogan was the only player he'd ever known to get an ovation on the practice tee. He said he saw Hogan playing practice rounds before a tournament where half the gallery was made up of other professionals. When Bolt was asked who was better, Jack Nicklaus or Ben Hogan, Bolt replied, "Well, I saw Nicklaus watch Hogan practice, but I never saw Hogan watch Nicklaus." That's a pretty definite answer. Hogan described the game of golf as a game of misses. He said, "The player who misses best is the one who's going to win." He believed that the first hole was the most important, saying, well, if you don't birdie the first hole, how can you expect to birdie them all? Ben Hogan knew the value of positive thinking on the golf course. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Guys on Sactown Sports 1140.
You know, the song that's sampled there is Casey and the Sunshine Band. They're going to be at the State Fair.
That's right.
They're only actually going to be at the State Fair this year.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. Gonna get a booth out there.
Nice.
You know.
You want to do the show from out there?
I would love to. I'd love to. I know it's hot, but, you know, some like it hot.
Mm-hmm. Is this hot enough for you? From the Mirror? Diana Rossini makes Mike Vrabel decision and bombshell plan to handle scandal.
One more time?
Yeah, huh?
One more time?
Diana Rossini makes Mike Vrabel decision in bombshell plan to handle scandal.
What's the decision?
The former athletic employee is now planning her next move. And where did it go here? She is ready to sit down and give her side of the story.
Okay. Who's going to get that one, you think?
Well, it's going to be a little costly.
Yeah.
Probably Carmichael Dave.
Yeah.
Although he's like you guys. He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
He's like, so before we get started here, what's your favorite cheese? I just want to loosen it up here.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I'm looking under my shoes, Whitey, and I see a nerd cluster on the floor.
Okay, I wondered. You just gave me a look there, and I wasn't sure what was going on.
On the floor, Whitey. The floor? Really?
That ain't right.
Ridiculous.
Do you know where they are now?
No, I don't. I mean, Dave probably finished them off by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dave probably.
No, they're right here.
Oh.
Right there. They're right there. Here it is, Alan, from The Athletic. Their NBA poll. This is what, March, April? The Athletic just combed the nation talking to NBA players and asking them these questions that were the spine of this poll. Most underrated player, 151 votes cast. Now, you had suggested a couple of days ago that, in your opinion, Julius Randle might be the most underrated player in the league. Now, the players may or may not agree with you. That doesn't mean you're right, they're right, but it'd be interesting to see if his name comes up here. Number one answer, there's only 4%. Two guys got 4%. Jay is not going to be happy with one of them.
Number one answer?
Melo?
No, it's, oh boy, Jay, one of you, two of you guys that you don't care for are pretty high up in this list. 4%. Who is the league's most underrated player? NBA players, 4% of them said Jalen Johnson and Derek White. That's the guy Jay doesn't.
How?
You said underrated. My apology.
Yeah.
How? How is Derek White? He's been paid.
Hey, he's just a glue guy. People don't appreciate how good he is.
Isn't that right, though?
One of the greatest shot blocking guards I have ever seen.
Isn't that right, though? This just, once you have a brand, a narrative, he's just always going to be underrated even when he's properly paid.
Well, the part of these questions that no one talks about is that NBA players don't even know what's going on sometimes. They're doing their own thing. They don't, you know. It's like one of the questions we talked about earlier. Who's the least impressive coach? And one of the players said, I don't know his name, the guy who coaches Washington.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not their job to know this stuff. It's interesting to know, but we shouldn't assume that, if they say this, then that means it's true.
Yeah, I don't know. whoever coaches the Wizards.
Jaylen Brown, 3.3%, along with Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard, and Austin Reeves.
So a bunch of Celtics.
Underrated?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Most underrated players.
Jaylen Brown is underrated?
According to NBA players.
So 6 Celtics in the
Although,
top.
again, this is pretty scattered because, 4%, 3.3%.
Small sample.
And I don't believe you were allowed to, I have to double check. I was going to say, I don't think you could vote for your own teammates, but I don't know. So Austin Reeves and Derek White, Jay, according to NBA players, I know they're not your favorites, but they are both among the most underrated players in the NBA.
More power to them.
Mm-hmm. Jay can't stand out.
Don't see it, but more power to them.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
2.6%. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
I could
that
see
makes
that.
sense, right?
I could see that.
Brandon Ingram.
Nah, not really.
No. There's no world.
He's got to show up on the other list, too.
Yes.
We'll check.
Probably.
Overrated. 2%. Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Chris Dunn, Colin Gillespie, Kawhi Leonard.
Now, I like...
What? Kawhi is...
Jaden McDaniels and Donovan Mitchell.
Jaden McDaniels, yes.
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell...
No, he's just not underrated. Is he? He's not underrated.
No. He's a star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess there are some players that feel like, no, he's one of the very best players in the league, and no one realizes it.
It could be relative.
Yeah, because he doesn't flop.
I don't flop.
I wonder if you could vote for yourself.
Yeah.
Then at 1.3%, Bam, OG, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Black, Cooper Flagg, Josh Giddey, Quentin Grimes, Dylan Harper, Jordan Miller, Naz Reid, Ryan Rollins, Shaden Sharp, Jalen Tyson, Brandon Williams, and Jalen Williams.
This is just random.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Julius, again, just like I said with Derek White, nobody's going to say Julius Randle because Julius Randle has a name and he has a history. Oh, well, he thought he was the guy and he thought this and he was on the Knicks. So he's not going to be on that list. But, this list is kind of asinine to me because there's just a bunch of random dudes.
Yeah, it does seem kind of random. There is, I want to make sure there's only one. There's one Kings player they got to mention. And like I said, before I ask you, I want to make sure that there was only the one. Can you name the Sacramento King who received, I guess it's a vote, 0.7%? There's a ton of players on there, including one Sacramento Kings, who according to NBA players, he got a mention, most underrated player.
I'm going to go with Russ.
That is correct.
Yeah. All right.
Russell Westbrook.
I just figured that's the only king somebody would bring up.
I was going to say DeMar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably could have been DeMar easily.
At some point, the Athletic may have to go, guys, these are wrong. Can you just do it over? Can you give us better answers?
Or can we, just give them names. Something has to be filtered.
But Jalen Johnson, most underrated. I mean, if you forget the rest, look at the very top. I think that holds some water.
I don't know, though. He's underrated, and the Hawks decided to ship off their previous franchise player because of him. I don't know.
Drew Holiday was 3.3%. Drew Holiday was my answer to this question 9 years in a row. He wouldn't be now, but
he's going to be there.
They should name the award after him, in my opinion.
Can you be underrated and a bad contract?
Sure.
Can you?
It depends on what, to me, underrated means what the consensus is as far as how good you are.
Right, but if your contract reflects that you are that good, are you underrated? Because that was the whole thing with Drew Holiday. The Celtics didn't want, because he's got, 3 more years on his deal or something insane like that. So I know it's not just, obviously, like you said, maybe some players don't even know what he's making. I don't know. I feel like players, that is one thing that they pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
But some might not know. But Drew Holiday, he's not paid like he's underrated.
I would also, just off the top of my head, I don't think he's on here, but Devin Vassell to me is very underrated.
He's been cooking this season.
Yeah.
Not last game, but he's been cooking this season. What Jay-Z say? Jay, I'd rather be overpaid than underrated.
Truth.
Yep.
When we come back, Alan's going to walk us through, I hope, he's going to walk us through the Draymond Austin Rivers media meltdown. We're going to find out if anybody's right. Will you do that for us, Alan?
I got to.
Next on Sactown Sports.
With the season off to a disastrous start, should San Francisco consider trading Logan Webb? Or is the potential franchise cornerstone too valuable to move on from? Get the latest buzz on the Giants and around the league at SactownSports.com or the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey there, Mark Hoffman and Tom Romano, the travel and entertainment guys, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. We bring you a travel tip every week. Here's today's, Mark.
Travel guru Rick Steves recently turned 70, and he offered some travel tips and ideas for folks his age. If you're looking to invite multiple generations on vacation, consider a cruise, Rick says. Many cruise lines have cruises that cater to multi-generational travel groups. Steves is a big walker, and when asked what older travelers should do to preserve the physical ability to travel, he kept it simple. You don't have to live in a gym, but yoga-related exercises like stretching and walking will help you keep in travel shape. He also emphasized that older travelers love to learn and discover and are less distracted from that mission. Have a good time and learn something along the way. Pick a group tour, perhaps, that includes the opportunity to have some real travel experiences and meet the people.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler, Saturdays at 11 a.m., right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Running a business takes grit, vision, and a partner who believes in your success as much as you do. At Valley Strong Credit Union, business banking is built around you, the entrepreneurs, the growers, the dreamers, powering our community. Whether you need flexible checking, faster payments, or financing to take your next big step, Valley Strong brings local expertise and real relationships to every stage of your business. Because when local businesses thrive, the whole valley grows stronger. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your business, grow your future. ValleyStrong.com/business.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
Country in the Park is back this weekend at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park this weekend, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Carl's Jr., RVs of Sacramento, and Atkins Family Vineyards. More info at CITPFest.com.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
I remember that every time my mom got dressed up, she put on the first piece of jewelry I ever gave her, a pair of quarter-carat diamond earrings. It was Mother's Day in 1978, and I'll never forget it. She said, "Oh, John, you shouldn't have." But her eyes and her smile said something completely different. That is a feeling we want you to have when she opens your gift from Prestigio Jewelers this Mother's Day. Even better, we guarantee you a credit account to make your own Mother's Day memory. I'm John Bubica, founder and president of Prestigio Jewelers, and I guarantee you a credit account today.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Free your team from time-consuming procurement tasks. Discover smart business buying where unmatched selection meets AI-driven tools to simplify complex processes so you can focus on what matters most. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
Just before we left the air yesterday, Alan told us about this back and forth between Austin Rivers and Draymond Green. Bizarre. And he says he's going to walk us through it today. And before we get to that, speaking of bizarre, TMZ with this report. This is breaking. Dov Kleeman is a respected reporter, right? He's got a blue check. Isn't he like a legitimate NFL guy?
He's a legitimate aggregator.
Okay.
But I saw it from TMZ Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he got it.
Mike Vrabel and former insider Diana Rossini rented a boat together in 2021 while she was pregnant. They were the only people on board for the rental. And then shortly after, she gave birth and named her son Michael. I'm not sure the significance of this is escaping me. She was already pregnant. I mean, I know we know that they had an affair, right? So
putting the time on it.
I mean, you're on a trip. You name him Michael. Whitey, what do you mean? The question is,
what's new out of it? What is in here that we didn't know?
It's just, hey, if you're going on a baby moon, maybe that's not the husband's baby. That's what they're alluding to.
Raises questions and double down on the significance of the adultery. Like,
yes.
You're just doubling down on the fact that you
went
way too far.
I see that.
I want to go on a boat because I think it's your baby.
Okay, now wait a minute. Alan, you read it to a different lane.
That's what's being implied here, but to me it's like, wow.
I'm hoping that's,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's why it's being reported.
That's what's being implied.
Hey, are
that's
they celebrating this baby?
It opens up
I honestly didn't
the question.
See that, but maybe you're right.
How did you not see it? His name is Mike.
But they were on a boat together? Oh, well. We don't even need a paternity
test. Did you
test.
go on any baby moons?
I don't even know what that is.
Never heard of it.
A baby moon? Y'all didn't go on a baby moon? A baby moon is a honeymoon where you celebrate kind of your last moments as just you two, right? Now, you don't really do it. I don't know if people do it with their second and third kids, but I know a lot of people do it with their first, right? But we did one. We went to Catalina Island. Mm-hmm. So we just went for the weekend.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, it's a baby moon. Mm-hmm. You celebrate.
So that's what this was?
Sounds very baby moony to me. We went on a boat. We had a baby.
Wow.
Exactly, Coach.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Illegal screen.
There's so much going on here that I'm just
illegal screen.
Resisting the implications. Like, oh, you know what? They were at a restaurant. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
I'm just saying a boat. You take somebody on a boat.
Yeah. There's a picture of her son holding a football. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Here, throw it to MJ over there. Throw it to MJ over there.
Mm-hmm.
MVJ.
Mike Jr. I'm not saying it.
I understand.
They're saying it.
I understand.
Who
Honestly,
here? I know
you.
people have been on a baby moon before.
Never even
Who's
heard
been
of
on
that.
a baby moon?
Sound like some social media made up stuff.
I don't know. Wife said we going on a baby moon. We went on a baby moon.
Did she make it up? That's pretty clever if she
Right.
did.
No, it's a thing. I'm telling you. We saw other baby mooners.
Yeah, it's a social
We
creation.
saw we were on the boat. We saw dolphins.
That is
very
nothing
nice.
to do with it.
If you see dolphins, it's a baby moon.
Okay.
It's like the push gift.
What's
you ever
that
heard of that?
Uh-uh.
Push gift, like
I'm afraid to ask what that is. I'm not sure.
It's basically a woman having birth, and you give them a congratulations gift for bringing that baby into the world.
Okay.
Oh.
My wife said this, and I was like, you know what? Check this out. I'm 40 years old. That's 25-year-old type stuff. That's social creation type stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, stop the show. Stop the show.
Baby moons.
Speaking of children, Tell us about your daughter, Jay.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Shouts
right.
out, man. Thank you. My daughter is a field participant in track and field. She discus, shot put. They don't throw javelin in California high school. But she is, as of today, she just jumped in right now. I'm just trying to check on the shot put. She qualified for the sections, and it looks like her numbers are going to qualify her for state.
Come on.
We pushing, baby. We pushing. Come on now.
Come on now.
Shouts out to my daughter, Nia Johnson, getting it in as a sophomore.
She's been here.
Sophomore.
I met her. She's been in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
awesome.
Sophomore. So she's in the finals for discus, and it looks like her numbers will qualify her for shot put as well. Sophomore, getting it in for
How proud
section
is Dad
finals.
today?
Oh, man, spectacular.
Yeah.
Because this isn't easy. This wasn't something. This is not her vice. And
Right.
Whitey, you know, she's a dancer, cheerleader, acrobatist, all that good jazz. This is secondary for her, but I think she's developing maybe not a love yet, but I know she really likes it. So we'll see, man.
That's
Dang.
Hard work, especially coming off a major surgery a couple of years ago in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So shouts out to my daughter, Nia Johnson, out there, Bella Vista, getting it in today.
Broncos.
Oh, yes, sir. Out by you, Whitey. Not too far from you, down the street a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
shouts out. Thank you.
Congrats to the whole family.
congrats.
Yeah, we're trying to make it happen, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing when you can make sports become a part of your life.
Yes.
A big part of your life.
Yeah. Good luck following that, Alan. What do you got now?
Speaking of kids, Doc Rivers' kid.
Give him what you giving him, Whitey?
That's better
That's
than
a high
two.
two.
High two. Come on now.
We rounded up to
Speaking
the
of
two.
Doc's kids, speaking of kids,
Speaking of kids. So pretty much, guys, what happened was Austin Rivers was asked about it. They were talking about Draymond Green when Draymond Green essentially said Steve Kerr held him back offensively, right? So Austin Rivers, who is big in the media space.
So Draymond
now,
started with that. And he was going to respond to what Steve Kerr said, right? About
I guess,
I
yes.
would do anything for him, but there's some things I can never forget.
Yes,
him for.
yes.
Yeah.
So Draymond says, well, Steve Kerr really helped me, but he also held me back in certain ways as well. So Austin Rivers gets asked about it on the Dan Patrick show, and Austin Rivers essentially says, Draymond, you're kind of here to pass the guys, and we watched, right? I don't think that Steve Kerr held you back at all. Draymond on the Draymond Green show took offense to that, and this is just an excerpt of what Draymond said. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's where you were at your best. Should he really talk about my NBA career? The guy received the biggest bailout in U.S. history prior to President Trump bailing out the airlines when his dad gave him $42 million.
Jay's laughing.
So he said more than that, too, Draymond did.
Yeah.
He said, I'd love to be able to give my son this type of money, all of that, right? So now Austin Rivers comes back at Draymond, and he says this. I was ranked number 1. You were ranked, I don't know. You were a really good college player, but it's hard to compare because I was only there for 6 months, something you could never do. You are the luckiest basketball player I have ever seen. You were drafted to a franchise with the Hall of Fame office, Hall of Fame coach, the greatest shooter of all time, and perhaps top 5 all time, another top 5 shooter and a Hall of Famer. The Swiss Army knife himself, another Hall of Famer, not to mention one of the most lethal scorers of all time, and he's naming them, Kevin Durant, blah, 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 and arguably a top 10 player of all time, Kevin Durant, the same guy you chased off because of your mouth. You talk too much. You are the backpack jump shooter, the guy everyone leaves open. No one guards you. There are hours and hours of film of you being left open. Talking about Steve Kerr hindered your career. Steve Kerr made your career. And that's where it has ended.
Yeah.
So far. I think.
How do you score it?
I honestly, Draymond started it, of course, and this is Austin Rivers' job. Draymond also said, you're on act 2 of your career. I'm still on act 1.
I know Austin Rivers said when Draymond came back at him, he said, well, I was praising you.
Yeah, that's what he said to begin with. It was
like, why did you, bro, what are we doing?
Yes.
I actually was praising you. I was giving you credit. But was he?
I mean,
if he said you're the luckiest player I've ever seen.
No, but this was not what he said on Dan Patrick's show.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah. I spared you there, but yeah. That's not what he said on Dan Patrick's show. This is in response to the biggest bailout in history.
Jay liked that.
And then he said, "You are a backpack jump shooter." I think it's 1-1.
That's a cheap shot.
What's a backpack jump shooter?
Well, that's how he shoots.
Shoots because the backpack. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's 1-1.
Posture?
I think it's 1-1. To be honest, because I think it's 1-1. Or honestly, I'd give it to Austin Rivers. We knew what Draymond, because Austin Rivers also says, NBA Draymond, you got me. But that's not what we were talking about. You're talking about Steve Kerr hindered your career.
Right. Great point.
And honestly, guys, I don't think it was Steve Kerr that hindered Draymond's career because we watched. Draymond dropped, 30-something points in that Game 7 that they lost? Mm-hmm. It was Kevin Durant. It was bringing in Kevin Durant. Draymond no longer needed to shoot. That's not Steve Kerr's fault. That was how the team was structured. So and I thought this for years. Draymond, you watch his tape at Michigan State, he could do some things offensively and early on in his career. Bringing in Kevin Durant, Draymond just stopped thinking about offense, and that's on him. Once KD was gone, he was only there for a couple years, Draymond had already locked into running away from the basket and only shooting if he had to. So I'm giving this one to Austin Rivers.
Yeah, I'm very much against what Draymond said, but I also go back to Steve Kerr. Why in the world would you do an interview and say that I do anything for him, but there's some things I can never forgive him for? If you told him that, why are you telling us that? When there's the glory days, like it's the end of Camelot and all that, why do you need to say that? That's what started all this.
They're all
Steve Kerr
oversharers.
saying that. Why in the world would you say that?
Yeah. They're all oversharers.
With everything the organization did, they bent over backwards as an organization time and time again to justify Draymond's actions, from punching a teammate, stomping on Sabonis, whatever it was. And that's on him and the organization for, finding ways to, they have the culture and we stand for this, but then Draymond will do something like, well, yeah, but in this case it's okay because we really need him.
I know. That's why I think both sides, I'm not going to say that, Austin Rivers completely owned Draymond, but we already knew what Draymond was going to come back with.
Yeah, and that's a great point you raised, and a great point that he raised is like, yeah, that's fine. You against me. That's not what we're talking about.
Right. That's not what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Here's what we're talking about when we come back. We got the lottery just days away, so we will rank all the draft picks that Scott Perry has ever made next on Sactown Sports.
The Athletics may be headed to Las Vegas, but is Sacramento emerging as a candidate for a future expansion team? Hear the entire conversation with Forbes senior contributor Maury Brown on the Drive Guys at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
This is the sound of Claire cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd to the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Hey, movie fans, you've played it. You've mastered it. Now experience Mortal Kombat 2 at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Feel every kick, every battle, every finish on the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen. Sacramento's biggest, loudest, and most insane way to experience the adrenaline.
Get over here!
Get your tickets for Mortal Kombat 2 at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento.
KHD KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Athletics may be headed to Las Vegas, but is Sacramento emerging as a candidate for a future expansion team? Hear the entire conversation with Forbes senior contributor Maury Brown on the Drive Guys at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by CervantesForCongress.com.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Delta breeze kicks in over the next couple of days, keeps temperatures in a nice range for this time of the year. We'll start at 54 Thursday morning, afternoon high of 82. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
The cost of healthcare is skyrocketing, and that stops now. Hey, I'm Pacey Cervantes, and when I'm in Congress, we're going to bill the billionaires to make healthcare affordable for everyone and turn PG&E into a not-for-profit community energy provider. Go to CervantesForCongress.com to donate. Paid for by Cervantes for Congress.
At Big O, we offer total auto care to make any car problem feel like no problem at all. We keep the scary lights off and help you get back on the road. From free inspections to oil changes and tire rotations. Now through May 24th, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
We understand now. I don't know about Jay. I was never claiming that there's no such thing as a baby moon. I just never heard of it. Jay, I don't think you'd heard of it. And, Richie came in and explained it to us, and Alan's like looking it up. See, I told you. I know. I just didn't. I had never heard of it. I get it.
I was reading a text.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said.
I see.
Yeah, baby
Appreciate
moon is
that.
your last vacation, knowing you were having a baby and screwed for the rest of time.
I know we go back and forth on things. I was not suggesting that was not a thing. I just hadn't heard of it.
Oh, I know. Mm-hmm. I hear you. It's yeah. Well, it's one of those things where it's tough because the first kid you do it. We didn't do it for the second kid because you have the first kid.
Yeah.
Right.
I
think we might have did something smaller because you got to get childcare or whatever. But that first one you try to. But here's the thing, guys. We went to Catalina Island from Northern California. Some people out in these streets hitting Italy and doing it up. They really doing it.
We were talking about this because Dan Rossini and Mike Vrabel apparently rented a boat before.
And they had a baby moon.
Maybe. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, we're on a baby moon.
But you can't. They weren't together.
What do you mean by that?
Well, they were not living together.
Okay.
So you have a baby moon. When
Allegedly.
I've never really heard of a secret baby moon, but it seems like if it's a secret baby, it would also be a secret baby moon.
It's not a secret baby. You mean between? Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know,
we don't know if they were living together.
MVJ.
Yeah, I withdraw the question. Thank you.
So that's why it's alleged.
Yes.
Allegedly MVJ.
Thank you. Should we take a look at Scott Perry's draft history?
I'd love to.
I know it's going to be a while before we know who he's going to draft this year, but at least on Mother's Day, get those baby moons out of the way. You only got a few days left till Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, we'll find out where the Kings are picking. So after he was relieved of duties in New York Knicks on SI, they did a ranking of his 11 draft picks he made with the Knicks. Now, I'm just going to run down the 11, and then we have to figure out where the ones with the Kings would slide in there, where they would fit. And so we're talking about, some of these weren't necessarily great, but 11, 2018 first round, 9th overall, Kevin Knox was a selection.
Yeah, I think it might sit at 11, yeah.
That was the first pick of the Scott Perry era. One and done project out of Kentucky. He was available last year, and the Kings had no interest in him. That tells you a lot.
I liked him out of college. I think a lot of people did. Just didn't work out.
Yeah. Number 10, and this was 2019 second round, 47th overall via trade with Sacramento, because the Kings, Scott Perry, they had that whole thing. Well, he went there, and then there was some draft capital that was exchanged. Ignas Brazdeikis. Moving right along, the 9th pick. 2022 second round, 42nd overall, Trevor Keels. Didn't play a lot of games with the Knicks necessarily. Number 8, we'll get through these. Number 8, 2021 second round, 34th overall via trade with OKC, Rokas Jokubaitis. Hold on,
where were these picks taken?
This is why I was with the Knicks. This
was
is
second round, though.
Second round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are some, other than your guy Kevin Knox that you apparently were crazy about, those were second round picks.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 9, Trevor Keels. Number 8, Jokubaitis. Number 7, second round, 58th overall in 2021, Jericho Sims. It's not a bad second round pick, right?
No.
2021 second round, 36th overall via trade with Oklahoma City, Scott Perry with the Knicks selected Miles McBride.
Okay. They like him.
So from here on out, we're probably going to have to make room to figure out where the Kings players, their rookies from last year, fit in here.
Okay.
Number 5, first round, 8th overall, 2020. You love this guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? From Dayton.
Oh.
That's right.
Obi
Toppin.
Now that's a hit right there. That's what we're talking about.
I don't think he became the player the Knicks were hoping he would be, but he's become a really good rotational piece.
Yes, well, the game changed
Pacers.
on him. The game changed a little bit.
Number 4, 2021, first round, 25th overall via trade with the Clippers. Scott Perry selected for the Knicks, Quentin Grimes.
Okay. He can ball.
Third on the list as we're ranking, or SI on the Knicks, ranked Scott Perry's draft picks with the Knicks. Third, a 2019 first-round pick who was third overall, R.J. Barrett.
I have to go back and look at that draft.
Yeah. Okay. He's playing.
Yeah. He's a lot of people are saying, yeah, bring him here.
I really don't.
Go get him again, Scott Perry.
I think that is literally spot on what Jay said. Is really based on how that draft was, whether he's not a miss, but he ain't a hit. Is he a single or a double? It's definitely not a home run.
He's a good player. How come you say he's not a hit just because he was not as good as you'd want a number 3 pick to be?
I mean, anytime a dude is already on their second team.
That draft went 1 Zion, 2 Ja, 3 Barrett, 4 DeAndre Hunter, 5 Garland, 6 Jarrett Culver, 7 Kobe White, 8 Jackson Hayes, 9 Rui San, 10 Cam Reddish. And it was Cam Johnson. Tyler Hero was 13th. So that's how that draft went. Matisse Thybulle was 20th.
How is that draft full of the same dude?
Ty Jerome, 24th.
That whole draft is the same level of player.
Really?
How funny is that?
Keldon Johnson, 29th. Jordan Poole, 28th.
Yeah, okay. I think there's no big miss in there, right? There's nobody, oh, man, he missed that one. I mean, Kobe White's a good player, but him and R.J. Barrett isn't Kobe White coming off the bench for the Hornets now? So, yeah, I think that's pretty spot on. DeAndre Hunter on his third team now. So, that's a hit. It has to be a hit on that draft.
Number 2, the second best pick that Scott Perry made as the GM of the Knicks. 2018 second round, number 36 overall, Mitchell Robinson. That's a strong pick.
That's a good. Well, we know. I mean, what we're learning is second round is where Scott Perry is really doing some work. That's what we're learning, and we know firsthand from this past draft with Maxine.
Now, this was put together, I believe, a couple of years ago after he just left the Knicks, so I don't think you'll agree with this one. Number 1, 2020 first round, 25th overall via trade with Oklahoma City, Emmanuel Quickley.
That's a no for me. But I don't.
That's a no for me, dog.
There's a no for me, dog. I don't know who is number 1, but I mean, maybe if he was proper, maybe I'm just getting caught up in the contracts and stuff as a player, maybe. But I'm cool.
CBS Sports went down in infamy for bestowing the Knicks a draft grade of D+ for landing Quickley via a deal with the Thunder. Well, okay, so where would you place Maxime Reynaud and Nick Clifford? I know it's hard because they've only played 1 year.
Right. Well, clearly they're basing this also on where they were drafted, like how good of a bang for your buck you got. Because of that, Maxime.
You'd probably have Obi Toppin higher than 5th, huh?
No, because
I think,
he's
again,
on a different team now.
Maybe with hindsight, maybe the person who puts this together would have him higher.
Right. Well, it depends. If it's a draft, it's what they did on the team they were drafted to. That's how I read it. So I would have Maxime. He's got to be top 5.
Yeah.
I don't know where Neek goes. I mean, he's obviously not. Neek is the first one of the dudes that we've heard of.
Probably
after Keels or whoever.
7th. So you'd go Miles McBride 6th and then Neek 7th. But then and then Maxime would probably be somewhere in there that might push him down a spot.
That's right.
He seems to do better with the kind of value picks than here you go. Big swing at this one, but he hasn't that many of them.
Right.
Hasn't had that many. The big one, of course, was R.J. Barrett, which I think we all agree is like, that wasn't a bad pick. There wasn't a lot to choose from there.
Not a lot to choose from in that one. So it makes you feel a little bit better about it. Yeah.
Obi Toppin was 8th.
He was supposed to be really good and just had his moments, but, he was one of those guys where the game had already changed a little bit, but they were still drafting guys that could just jump really high. Just the way he played in college, he was going to have to change the game, and he didn't have to do it with the Knicks.
The 2020 NBA draft was sneaky good. I remember at the time people thought, there's some really good talent at the top, but other than that, that was Ant 1, Wiseman 2nd, Allen's Warriors, LaMelo 3rd, Patrick Williams, Okoro, Okongwu, Killian Hayes, Obi Toppin 8th, Denny Avdia 9th, Jalen Smith, Devin Vassell, Tyrese Halliburton 12th, Tyrese Maxey 21st. Emmanuel Quickley was 25th, but after him, Jaden McDaniels was taken after him. Other than that, there aren't a lot of guys, if any, about whom you'd say, oh, yeah, the Knicks should have taken them.
Yeah, that was a weird draft because that meet from, 3 to 7, or after LaMelo, 4 to 8 wasn't very good, and then it.
So, see, in that draft, 2020, he got Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickley.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid draft right there. And they ended up flipping. I mean, RJ, okay, and that's the whole thing about why I wish everyone talked about draft levels as a whole more, because I just did it.
What do you mean draft levels?
How good a draft is, right? Because the idea, I just said it. Oh, well, RJ's already on his second team, and they moved him. He was the number 3 pick on a different team. That's not good, right? But if you look at the draft and you see, okay, he was a number 3 pick, but that draft was whatever, it makes sense that they would move him and a guy like Quickly that they found some value on.
Yeah, 25
right?
and Logical Raptors Fanatic says it, and I agree. Quickly at 25 is a pretty good pick.
That's
and
very
I know
good
you're not
value.
crazy about him, but him at 25, that's a good pick.
Yes, that is a really good pick. So you pair him with a number 3 pick from a draft to go get somebody. That's well done. That's well done. You know, how we're going to look at Reed Shepherd in a couple years, I don't know, but he went number 3, and that was not a good draft. So all draft slots aren't created equal. Now, this one that's coming up, obviously, we think it's supposed to be pretty good. So this one is a big one.
Yeah.
And, you know, you obviously got to get it right. But
I'm trying not to look at this through purple lenses and trying to be objective, but I look at Scott Perry's draft record and especially what he did last year, not only with the picks he got, but also what he had to do to get back in to the first round. I think it's very encouraging.
Yeah. I mean, I don't – the only reason – it's not that I'm not encouraged by it. It's just the reality is it's easier – in my opinion, it's easier to exceed expectations than to meet them. So there's more not that there's more leeway in the second round, but nobody cares if you miss in the second round. And now I know people care more because of the new CBA and the aprons and all that, but it's more of, oh, wow, they hit in the second round. Cool. Versus top 7 pick. No, you have to hit. So we've seen more of Scott Perry in those playing with house money roles ball out versus no, and that's not to say he can't do it, but we've just seen most of his wins are in those, hey, you know, I'm playing with house money situations, which is a skill in its own right. But in this situation, I don't know if the fact that he hit on Emmanuel Quickly at 25 and Maxime Reynaud in the second round, to me, doesn't really tell me very much about how he's going to do in the top 7.
Well, we focus so much on that, understandably. How important do you think picks 34 and 45 are? And they could still, you know, trade out of those spots or something, but 34 especially, that's going to be a really important pick too.
I think that you drafted your center, possibly your center of the future.
Yeah.
In the early second round around
look
there.
Look at Scott Perry's track record in the early second round.
That's what
in the middle second round. Boom, boom, boom.
I think it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a big deal. And they're going to have
it's
some
like Luis
opportunities.
Arise. Hit.
I know. 300 player. 300 hitter. I'm just looking here myself, Whitey. Yeah, 34 and 45. 34, they got Alex Caravan. You know I love Alex Caravan. Oh, my goodness. You can get him, his 3-point shooting. He's 23 years old, so he fits right in.
My guy Flory would be available there, too.
Yeah, there are a couple guys. Terrace Reed Jr., when Jay and I did a whole show on Terrace Reed Jr. A couple weeks back, a lot of opportunities.
Look who's there, according to Tankathon, at 44 with a Kings picking at 45th. So they might have a shot at from BYU.
Richie Saunders.
Alex God.
Him and DeBansa, baby.
Oh, first time I really saw him play, and I think it was when they played Kansas in that showdown, and I'm watching it, and I could tell. I was like, oh, Alan's going to love that guy.
Richie Saunders is 25 years old. Bring him right now. He's 24.8 years old. We need him now. You need shooting, Whitey.
6'5".
Yes, I know. Or you take Milan.
I don't know who that is.
Milan out of Iowa State.
Silovic.
Yes.
Milan Momcilovic.
6'8",
gotcha.
21. Some of these guys, I got to double check. Some of these guys might have went back to school. But they're doing their best to keep everything up to date.
Yeah.
But, Whitey, there's some gems in the second round. I told you, if the Kings end up drafting, if they end up with 7, Whitey, I know we're going to talk on this show about the number 7 pick, but at home, I'm grinding that second round.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about the second round.
I know. I think we should be more excited about the second round than we are.
Yeah.
Ideally the Kings get a starter with your first pick, a rotational piece at 34, and then, anything you get from 45 is kind of like gravy.
Right.
But still, the roster should be a lot younger after the draft.
Yeah, second round is always weird. Like if you look in the second round right now, everybody's at least 20, right? After the first 3 picks, everybody is 20 or older, which is pretty
Yeah,
funny.
it seems like everybody's at least 22.
Yeah, so that's kind of how it goes. They want.
Have you cooled on Sergio Delaria? 6'6".
Oh no.
Spain.
I'm with.
Okay, I thought you would be.
I
know he's not projected on Tankathon to go to the Kings, but he'll be out there.
If you're over 6'5" or over whatever, and you shoot over 34% from three, I'm probably in. Especially if you got some wiggle. You still got Whitey Malik Thomas at 33. If he drops, you could take him 6'5", and that would be interesting, Whitey, because then you'd be sneaking in another freshman. He's turning 20 soon. But if the Nets don't take him, and he's there, you could take him at 19 years old. And I mean, we watched him with A-Cup. You could pair him in A-Cup if you wanted to do the New York Knicks Villanova thing, but with two Arkansas guys. I'm into that.
Is this a safe space? Safe enough for me to tell you I don't really want A-Cuff?
I feel like you've already told us
Okay, I want to make sure. Yeah. As we get closer here.
Okay.
Because the rules shift a little bit. The rules change.
This is a great example, right?
Yeah.
You know where I'm going. We just talked about this in the first segment. You just said what you said.
Yeah.
Draft comes around. The Kings select Darius A-Cuff. Hey, we get a call. Jay says, hey, guys, Kings say we're going to get A-Cuff on the show on Monday. Do you do the thing?
No, not then, because it would get in the way, but I would probably be at some point if we talked to more obligated. To me, that would be putting myself in the way because people don't care about that.
Right.
But at some point, maybe, media day or something, if I talk to them a lot off the air, say, just so you know, I'm just being honest. I didn't think they should have picked you.
Air.
But the first day, to me, that reeks of making it about me. Well, here's the newest kid. No one cares on the first day.
I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, I know that's the best answer I give you. Jay may disagree. It's very tricky, but that's my gut. And you put me in that scenario to be like, hey, here's the newest king. By the way, I didn't think they should have picked you. I don't know how appropriate that is.
Okay. I'm right here.
Uh-huh.
This is from Chancellor Johnson, who sat down with Darius A-Cuff. It's called Film Don't Lie, and this one is with Darius A-Cuff Jr. One of A-Cuff's biggest question marks heading into the draft is his defense. We discussed it. And he said, I don't just be out there not caring. I take pride in it. I'm one of those guys that don't want anyone to get off on me.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Our buddy,
a whole little clip on there.
Matt Steinmetz, who we worked with at the game. Yeah, and he's covered the Warriors forever. And he was against them picking Steph Curry. He never told them, but then when he was doing an interview on the air with Steph Curry brought it up. Remember that? Yeah. It's like, I know you didn't want them to pick me. Yeah.
That's why you got to say it.
They kind of made a bit out of it, but Steph had to say,
Right.
I know you said that you didn't think they should pick me.
Did you see, and this is, look, I hope we can do some of this stuff with the Kings, but did you see, I think it was Steiny's birthday a couple of years ago with the bit, because Steiny kept saying Steph is not a real point guard. So on Steiny's birthday, Steph gifted Steiny a personalized jersey that said, I think Steinmetz on the back, and the letter said, from not a real point guard, Steph Curry.
Uh-huh.
So they're listening.
Yeah.
They're listening.
Mm-hmm.
We could do stuff that way, or we could do stuff the way things went down this season. I prefer a jersey.
Yeah.
Then I
I'm
take a
with ya.
personalized jersey.
I'm with you. I know when we come up, we're going to, coming back, I should say, when we come back, we're going to look again at the NBA player poll, and we're going to look at most overrated players. Do you think De'Aaron Fox is approaching that territory where he will be looked at? The consensus will be that, man, this guy might be overrated.
That's what's so funny about contracts, because I don't think De'Aaron Fox is overrated, but everyone will say he's overpaid. So I don't think that in the basketball world, De'Aaron Fox is viewed as
If he doesn't start
overrated.
playing more consistently, to me, I would say he's overrated.
Yeah, only because I think, to your point, not in Sacramento because nobody cared, but now that the Spurs traded for you to be that piece, and now you might get benched for Dylan Harper, that's a problem.
But this is what it's all about, right, Jay? This is what sports is about. You fail a lot. You guys baseball players know. Baseball players, you don't get on base. If you get on base half the time, you're like a legend.
Oh, please.
So it's what are you going to do with the failure?
But that's
how
part
are you
of
going
it
to
too.
deal with it and bounce back?
I want to. De'Aaron has a bad game. He should have been throwing water bottles. He should have been cussing. I think Spurs fans are just thinking this dude is just here taking our money. That's just what he's doing, and taking. More importantly, it ain't their money. Taking shots away from the future. Dylan Harper.
But wouldn't you rather have, not that this will happen necessarily, guy plays poorly and he's more like, I don't care, then he plays well. I'd rather have that guy than the guy that plays poorly and then goes out and plays poorly again.
I don't think I'm understanding.
Player one.
Yeah.
I played terribly. I'm fine with it. Then the next game he plays great. I'd rather have him than player two's like, plays terribly. It's like, this is the worst. I'm so mad. And then plays terribly again the next game.
Why is that the option? Why is that the only?
Because the point is not that what's important isn't what you do after the bad game off the court. It's what you do on the court after the bad game.
Oh, I would still know he still cares. Okay. He cares. He still cares. At some point, he's going to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. De'Aaron, I will, if you stink tonight again and you throw a water bottle or something. Remember when DeRozan threw that water bottle and it kind of sprayed on some of the players?
Yeah.
That's what I need to see from De'Aaron. If you're going to throw up a stinker, show the good people of San Antonio that you care.
NBA player poll, we'll look at it when we come back and identify who NBA players say is the most overrated player in the league next on Sactown Sports.
The NBA Draft Lottery is here. Stay locked into Sactown Sports 1140 and SactownSports.com for the most in-depth and up-to-the-minute draft coverage on the Sacramento Kings. Powered by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
I know that Alan has some thoughts here on the most overrated player in the NBA. We're going to look at this here because we have the results of the athletic poll to examine, and Alan has already shared his feelings on social media about this. You have some strong feelings about this.
I wouldn't say strong
feelings.
No, I wouldn't say strong feelings about this. It just, the person who's number one reminds me of a player in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm. Most overrated player, according to the Athletics NBA poll. By the way, only 81 votes cast. So this sounds like maybe one where a lot of people are like, yeah, I don't want to go there.
Why? It's
I don't know, but
anonymous.
that's lower than the other categories.
It's anonymous, isn't it?
Yeah. Number one answer. You want to take a shot at this, Jay? Perhaps Jay knows.
Number one answer?
12.3%. The league's most overrated player, according to those responding to this question in the poll, said who? There's two guys at 8.6%.
Okay.
One guy at 12.3%.
Ooh.
And there's another guy at 7.4%.
Denny Advia.
Denny is on the list. He's not that high, but he
Okay.
is on the list. He got 3.7% of the vote, along with Scotty Barnes.
Scotty B.
Luka.
Really?
What? Luka's number one?
See if I can hear Christopher Laud cheer. No, Luka's tied with Denny Avdia,
Oh, okay,
3.7.
with them.
And the other one tied with them is Pascal Siakam.
Siakam.
They're tied for seventh.
Seventh? Okay.
Yeah.
So all four of those guys are tied for seventh.
That's
with 3%.
correct. Yeah.
So how many votes technically was 3% probably? Like 6, 5?
They break that
Yeah,
down here, but maybe. Yeah, when 81 votes, you can figure it out.
Let me see here. Scotty Barnes, all that, okay. How about Scott? A lot of people don't like Ty Halliburton for whatever reason, but he's out of sight, out of mind.
2.5%, Jay. He's
Really?
on this list.
Dang.
Yeah, 2.5%, along with also at 2.5%, Dylan Brooks.
Okay.
There goes Ty Hero.
Okay.
Evan Mobley, Brennan Pajemski, and
Dang, Pajemski catching shots.
And Domantas Sabonis.
All right.
How is he still, though? He didn't
I know.
play.
He ain't play, man. Just the hate. The hate. Man. That's real hate.
No Levine.
No Levine. I was like, yeah, no Levine. No, if Russ was on the opposite, probably not on this one.
I'm just checking
Yep.
others who receive votes, seeing if there's any Kings on there.
Okay.
I mean, Shea got a vote. But I don't see
SGA?
any other. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ty Jerome, I won't stand for that. No other Kings got
Ty
a vote.
Jerome. How about
Wemby got a vote.
I was gonna say Wemby was. I could see that. I could see people not like dislike. Who caught a lot of flack? Bam this year. Bam Adebayo on there.
That's a great guess. He is not on this
Okay.
list. I would have expected that he would be. And I think he did get a mention, but he's not among the leaders. But he did
Let me
get
scan. I'm just scanning them. No love for by Cat, Karl Anthony Towns.
number 4, 7.4%.
People dislike Cat. Not real high on Cat for whatever reason.
Dog people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Opposite. Man, I'm thinking
Got
who's
two
disliked?
two centers and a guard.
Okay.
The guard is a guy that I've
Two
said
centers?
every year. I say this guy is vastly overrated. Yeah, 2 centers at the top.
Gobert.
Number
Gobert's
2 answer,
gotta be it.
8.6%.
Number 2. Okay.
Rudy.
Al, you must have saw these already then.
I saw the
I
first
tried to
one.
stay away
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw the first one.
Dang. Rudy's number 2?
Yes, he's tied for second.
So another center would be Metro Ramos and DeAndre Ayton. Nobody cares enough about Ayton.
He's a big Harry Potter fan.
Oh, Shingun?
Yes.
Dang.
Number 1 answer, 12.3%.
Really?
Yes, and then tied for second is Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Trey
I
Young?
forgot about
Yeah.
Trey, yeah.
Oh, he
People
should be
dislike
higher.
Trey. Yeah.
He's so overrated.
He didn't play that much.
Isn't Ja on there too somewhere?
Yeah,
Ja
Ja's
is
on there.
4.9%. He and Paulo
Paolo's starting to get some disservice, huh?
Mm-hmm. Wow. There you go.
Şengün.
Most overrated.
Şengün, the most overrated player in the league.
Allen refers to him as a properly compensated Domantas Sabonis?
Yes. That's who he is to me.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. He doesn't get as much hate because he got paid going into last season, which I think protected him because he was an all-star. And now this season, I wouldn't say exposed, but it's those situations where your center has a limit. And I think, and Şengün's still young. He's much younger than Sabonis.
He's a really good player.
He is, but
yeah, he may not be a true one, but
it's the same Sabonis conversation. He ain't going to take over a game. He's a good
player.
He
did last year, though, a couple times in the playoffs.
He did.
I think he's got a little more offensive versatility. I feel very strongly that he's got more offensive versatility than Sabonis.
Yeah. And again, 2022, 2023, that was Beam Team. Sabonis was, give or take, about 26 years old. And you have Şengün, so we're having this conversation. Şengün is 24 now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a big difference. He's actually not even 24.
23.
Yeah, he turns 24 in July. So
Man.
I think that's a huge difference.
29-6 with a 52% field goal. Man, that's tough to be considered overrated.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Ooh, man, 29-6?
I know KD or whoever was sending those texts that were attributed to KD said something disparaging about our franchise player, and I think he may have been referring to Şengün. So maybe it's a matter of a lot of players around the league look at him and go, they think he's the guy, and he ain't that good, but he's good.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He's solid.
He's a number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you would think. I think that's the problem, though. You just came off a series.
People don't like the Harry Potter thing.
Well, no Luka, and you pretty much. I know you made a series out of it, and it would have been interesting to see what happened if Kevin Durant did play the whole series. So the fact that he's already there, and I know this was done before the playoffs, I think he could have helped himself if they, I don't know, just had a better showing against the Lakers with no Luka.
If somebody comes to mind, not to put you on the spot, but who do you think is most overrated? Like I've said, I agree on Trey, and I always have him near or at the very top of my list just because he's so inefficient and he puts up some numbers, and I think people get carried away by the assists and he scores, and I don't think that he helps you win that much.
I just don't think people got love for Trae Young like that anymore. I think they did, but normally my go-to is Kyrie, but Kyrie didn't play this season.
Mm-hmm.
Overrated this season? I mean, I think that at some point Amen Thompson is going to.
I know, and I disagree strongly. He's
think
good.
He is good, but they trying to give him 250. That's a lot, Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
That's what a guy like that costs.
Okay, but think about it though. Again,
are you better off getting off of him and then finding a young player? I don't think you are.
Yeah, Evan Mobley. Is he just disappointing? I don't think he's overrated. I think he's just disappointing.
Yeah,
not that much though. I mean, give me Mobley's numbers. Let's check that out.
Yeah, I don't think he's overrated.
He had a really good rookie year and then kind of just hasn't got much better.
Right.
Yeah.
Mobley is sitting at, he was 18.2 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 3.6 assists per game, shooting 54% from the field, 29.7% from 3. So he ain't really
Does
stretching.
They put 19 and 9?
That's pretty good.
Man, bro. I don't know if he's even considered the second, third. I mean, he's not the second guy on his team. That's probably Harden.
Right.
So it's probably 3.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have any problems
19 and 9 is the third
team.
option?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is?
Good defender,
too.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all these guys, like Kevin Durant ruined it for these 6'10", lanky dudes that can shoot a little bit. Because everybody thinks that these dudes, Jabari Smith, Evan Mobley, all these dudes are the next KD when they're just not. So he kind of ruined it for all these body types. and archetypes of players. But my answer, I'm kind of trolling you with Amen Thompson. Also thinking off the top of my head, you know who I'll go with? And I might sound like a hater just because he hasn't played that much this season. But I'm curious what Jalen Williams would be without the rest of the Thunder. I know he didn't play a lot this season, but I know he plays really well, but he did struggle a little bit in the finals, or a lot of it in the finals. They just are really good together. If you said tomorrow, hey, we're trading for Jalen Williams, I know that the Kings are a lot better. Would I lay my head on my pillow and think the Kings found their franchise guy? I don't know.
Among those who got votes, DeAndre Ayton, Luke Cornett.
Yeah.
What about Chet?
Caleb Martin.
Really?
Don't you have to be rated to be
These are just like
Amen Thompson did get a vote.
Okay.
To your credit.
Overrated has to have expectations of some sort.
You have to be rated to be overrated.
Right.
Some of these guys aren't even rated.
Yeah.
I think Chet.
Cody Williams.
These are just beefs that people have.
Yeah. Watch this.
I just don't like that guy.
I go. I'm trying to think the most in the league. I don't know, man. It's got to be, for me. It's probably Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Cat. Maybe Embiid.
I'm glad. I know I'm in the minority. I'm glad Luka gets a mention here. He's good. I think you can be good and still be overrated.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we come back, the conversation continues also. What those who say about Stribling, and they say he's a reach, what those people who say Stribling was a reach for the Niners, what they don't know about him. Turns out he tested really well, Alan, on a special test that people don't know about.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got to hear
We'll
this.
look at that when we come back to Sactown Sports. Boom.
The Athletics may be headed to Las Vegas, but is Sacramento emerging as a candidate for a future expansion team? Hear the entire conversation with Forbes senior contributor Maury Brown on the Drive Guys at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter-churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life's sleep.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different.
TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
Happy Willie Mays' birthday. Today, the anniversary of the birth of the great Willie Mays.
Willie Mays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they might be playing something on
What's that?
Giants TV about it. NBC Sports Bay Area about it. But, man, happy birthday.
Born in this state, 1931, but the Giants couldn't come through with a victory on Willie Mays' birthday today.
They just good for nothing. They can't get anything right. You cannot do anything. I was going to say this, Whitey.
Yeah.
And I told you this off air. And I do not say this lightly, okay? I really don't, because I would never be disrespectful to somebody that is doing it at the highest level, okay? Well, let me just be very clear about that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, Patrick Bailey, in 79 at-bats, has 12 hits. He's hitting 152, okay? His slugging is 190. I've never seen that before. Whitey, I think if you gave me 79 at-bats, I'd hit better than 152. I don't know that. I would never know that. Maybe I'm out of my mind. Obviously, he is an elite hitter, or catcher. But maybe it's just the ball player in me. There's just no world.
Gotcha.
There's no world where I think if you give me 79 at-bats, I'm hitting 152.
I get that. Obviously, let's say that you were in a position where you were getting some at-bats. Because you don't have the track record of Patrick Bailey, you wouldn't get that many chances.
No, I definitely wouldn't.
So the question then is not that you shouldn't get those chances, but why is he getting as many as he's getting?
Well, he's starting to get less.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they threw Jesus Rodriguez in right field today. And
good idea.
It burned them a little bit. And Patrick Bailey, behind the dish. And, to be fair, nobody's hitting right now. I saw, what was it, last whatever – Matt Chapman has 7 hits in his 61 plate appearances in his last 15 games. He's hitting 135 with 20 strikeouts. Okay, so it's not just Patrick Bailey, but Matt Chapman has a bit of a track record. And even Gatorade Man has been terrible, but I would never say that because I feel like Gatorade Man, obviously, Willie Adames, he's 6 for his last 60.
Mm-hmm.
He's hitting 100 with 1 double, 0 RBIs, and 24 strikeouts.
Yeah.
So they all stink, but Patrick Bailey has stunk the longest and has a track record of not being a good hitter.
I think it's Grant Brisbee, who's one of my, if not my very favorite baseball writer. This was weeks ago. He was breaking down what was wrong with the Giants. And he said, it's not the manager. It's not this guy. It's not that guy. It's not the bad defense. It's not walking too many. He said, it's all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's just a bad vibe around that team right now,
Yeah.
You're not vibing in the 916.
No.
Or the 415.
No, nowhere. 510,
right.
925, nowhere.
Right.
I mean, yeah. What a nightmare for Buster Posey, though. Like, you couldn't cook up outside of, they haven't won any games, which isn't realistic, but you couldn't cook up a worse start to the – and I know we disagreed on moving on from Tony Vitello or just the thought of it.
Yeah.
But to take that type of swing and then start like this, you could not think of a worse sequence of events.
Yeah, they had that dreadful road trip, but they were in those games.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, they come home – playing a Padre team that has been struggling a little bit, and it's a chance for them to get healthy at home and show that, we were in those games. We're better than that. Because I'm starting to wonder now, but I've been thinking they're better than their record. They win the first game. Last night they have a 4-1 lead, and then, Webb got knocked around. And then today, a close game, and they had a dreadful defensive inning. So right now it's hard to say, oh, no, they're better than this.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder to say that.
I mean, all the metrics, right? The advanced metrics, the OG metrics, they're last or dang near last in every hitting metric. You are what your record says you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't hit, you can't play. That hitting, or if you're not going to hit, you better have shutdown pitching, and they don't have that either. So you're just not going to win baseball games in Major League Baseball at this level with this type of recipe.
At least San Francisco fans know they can count on the 49ers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people very critical of the selection of Dejon Stribling. There's something that those people don't realize. Ken Smithmeyer knows it.
Oh.
He's been administering something called a judgment index to Ole Miss players for the past 3 years.
Okay.
Not a personality test, as Matt Barrows writes. Like, it's not at the Wonder Lake. It seeks to get inside a person's head to shed light on things like their decision-making skills, their values, and any unrecognized weaknesses that might be holding them back. Stribling is off the charts on this. A good judgment index score is considered anywhere from 875 to 950. On one portion of the test, Stribling scored a 968, the best that Smithmeyer had ever seen.
Who else is running these tests?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Who else are running these tests?
I think Alabama started running them because this guy who invented the test, he sent something to Coach Saban years ago, and eventually Coach Saban said, all right, we'll start. Yeah, can you start doing that here?
What is the point of the test?
It's to come on, Alan.
What is
Try
the
to keep
point?
up.
What is the point of this?
It shows you what's really going on inside a person's head. Decision-making, their values, and whether they have weaknesses that might be holding them back. For example, people who are very critical of themselves, like, they get in their own way. This guy is off the charts. He's got the physical skills, but mentally, he's great. This is a person that's probably not going to blow you away in an interview, said the guy who created this test. It's not his nature. He has a very good inner sense of who he is and how he fits in the world. He intends to show it to you and will not try to impress you with his talk. With Strib, it's what you see is what you get. There's no BS about him, end quote. This is a great pick, Alan. The 49ers had a similar impression of the wide receiver. This test only confirming what 49er scouts saw in him. They gave him the gold helmet. Have you heard about that? On his sheet, the scouts gave him the gold helmet, which is reserved for the highest prospects. They did.
Are you trying to bait me?
Each year, they give a handful of prospects a gold helmet, which means the
Did
team
Ricky
believes they are
Pearsall get a gold helmet?
exemplary in an array of areas, including leadership and football intelligence.
Why are they doing this?
Previous gold helmet players, let's see, have included Colton McKivitz, Talanoa Hufanga, and Trey Lance. Anyway, sorry. I didn't know that was on there.
My goodness.
Yeah.
They just don't do anything wrong.
This is a great competitor, a great athlete, and just a quality person. And a dog.
And a dog.
Yeah. Great pick.
Hey, he might not be able to catch. He might not be able to run.
Uh-huh.
But he's got a good head on his shoulders.
The passion the guy has, the work ethic, the toughness, the durability. He checks all those boxes at a high level. You look at the 49ers, and they were able to figure out and find out how Brock Purdy scored on one of those processing things really high.
Mm-hmm.
Really high. They're finding out things that other organizations don't even think of, Alan.
And now, y'all's boy, Dante Whitner is backtracking.
There you go.
He admits he was wrong about his initial assessment.
There you go.
He's assessing too, like Matt George.
Yeah.
49ers wide receiver Dijon Stribling. He loves scoring from anywhere on the field, the physicality he has after the catch, to stretch the field, his elite blocking. Okay. Look, so another
what happened there?
Another PSA went out. Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
I was disappointed to see that.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa. You're going too far now. Okay? We go through this every year. We don't care if you like it or not. You want to talk about the Niners? You say the right things.
Yeah.
So you moonwalk like Michael. That's on right now.
DB's got to know how to backpedal, Ellen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, hold on.
I was very disappointed to see that.
Yeah, everybody's backtracking now.
Because he did a 180 in a matter of, 2 days? Like, they got to be accountable for these terrible draft picks, too. Great pick. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a call. Jay, they're always joking about the black SUVs with LeBron and Clutch. The Niners got that, too. If you don't talk nice about their guys, somebody coming after you.
What could they do to him? That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm not getting into that, but all I know is that man completely flipped.
I would rather he stick with his original position and be wrong. At least then it's like, yeah, well, at least we know he told us what he thought. Now this is like, I don't know what he thinks, and so how could I ever know what he thinks when he gives us his opinions on something?
Hey, man.
Maybe did he mean it when he said, I'm forecasting greatness for Brock Purdy? Huh?
Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
Did he really mean it? I don't know.
Look, man. I'm just scrolling through here, and he's the guy now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
He came on our show too. Great guy.
Yeah.
He came on to go toe-to-toe with Draper on Brock Purdy. Don't make Jay bring in Dante Whitner to go toe-to-toe with you.
I want to ask what happened, because he was ripping them.
He was.
So
got to be accountable for all these bad draft picks.
Bring him on. I want to know what happened. It's a simple question. I'm just curious if he got a letter, an email, a call. Because, look, I get called. We get calls.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alan, why don't you stop by the office real quick? Just want to chat with you. Did that happen, Dante? I'm just curious. Because he hit that 180, Whitey. He hit that X Games. He hit that 180, Whitey.
That Patrick Bailey.
That's what he's hitting right now. No, that's too dang high.
I know.
That's it.
Yeah. What unhappy Spurs fans are saying about De'Aaron Fox?
Oh, these are my favorite. These are the best part of the show.
Yes. We roll on next on Sactown Sports.
The Athletics may be headed to Las Vegas, but is Sacramento emerging as a candidate for a future expansion team? Hear the entire conversation with Forbes senior contributor Maury Brown on the Drive Guys at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-444-9336, 800-444-9336, or biglou.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
7:47 left in the second quarter. The 76ers are leading the Knicks 45-42. What? No Joel Embiid and the Sixers are winning 45-42. What?
45-42.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah. We're not even halfway through the second quarter. Then, of course, later tonight, we've got the Timberwolves against the San Antonio Spurs. So Draymond was on Inside the NBA?
Yeah, he suited and booted today, talking some trash to Charles Barkley about what Charles said, nobody wins when you're 37. Draymond said, well, we just don't want to look like you in a Houston Rockets uniform.
Ooh.
He also said that they've had conversations with Steve Kerr. And, yeah, I guess they've been very productive. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think Steve Kerr – I think they're just writing it out. I never thought Steve Kerr was leaving. They're just writing it out.
I think he should. Obviously, if he enjoys doing it, whatever. But I think it's a great time for him to look at it and go, we're all done here. I've done all I can do.
Yeah. I think it's more about –
unless, somebody tells him, look, you don't understand. Commissioner says we're going to get a really high pick. They're going to set us up with Giannis. We're going to make another run.
They can beat the Thunder with Giannis?
Nope.
But it would be fun.
Yeah.
What coach would want to coach Draymond? If Steve Kerr left, who's signing up for that? It'd have to be a vet, right?
I don't know. With only... 30 jobs, it'd be hard. A lot of people would say, yes, I will do it. I'll coach her. We'll figure it out. I can't imagine a lot of people. The only people that would say, nah, would be the veterans, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the young guys that, and I know some of the names have come out that they're looking at. Somebody, who's the guys at the coach of Florida that they, yeah. I mean, he's probably going to your point, like, Coach Draymond, as this thing continues to disintegrate, I'm good where I am.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it is a young guy, I'm not saying they'd say no, but what are you saying to Draymond in a they just coach themselves? Like, what are you saying to
Player
honestly,
Coach
that's why
Draymond,
said,
there you go.
Well, they said Iguodala because honestly, what is a first-time coach? No way a first-time coach. But what is a first-time coach going to say to Draymond in a huddle?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. They need to this what they should do. If the Knicks don't win the whole thing, they need to just go ahead, go give that stimulus package to Mike Brown, get Mike Brown in there with Giannis if they're able to get a top pick, and that's the only thing I could see. Or just elevate Terry Stotts. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. There was a guy that coached the Raptors for a while, Kevin O'Neal. He was a really good college coach. He coached them 2003, 2004. They were 33-49. I remember he did an interview where he talked about how hard it is to be an NBA coach. He said there's only 2 times when you feel good. Mm-hmm. He said one is there's 3 minutes to go and you know you're going to win. You're up 20. He said that's a good feeling. The game's going on. You know you haven't won. He said the other one is payday.
It's tough, man.
Yeah. So,
It's
but those
tough.
paydays are now.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's changing too.
Right. Yeah. I just don't know who's the person for the job. That's my question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here's a little bit of Draymond Green on Inside the NBA today.
Do you have any idea what Steve's going to do? I think and hope he's coming back. I don't know more than anyone else in the world knows outside of what I do know is that he wants to coach. Mm-hmm. And so if he wants to coach, I think he comes back.
You raised a few eyebrows when you said that you felt like he had hindered your career somewhat. In what way?
Well, I think, number one, people took a 4-minute clip of me saying how great this guy's been to my career, how much he's taught me about winning, where I wouldn't be without him, and all these things. And they took a 4-minute clip, and they took 15 seconds of it where I said, I think from an offensive standpoint, he hindered me. I stand by that. That's my truth. But I think every basketball player in the world has some gripe that they wish their coach would have done. I wish my coach would have this. I wish my coach would have done that. I'm not afraid to express my one gripe. But with me expressing my one gripe, make no mistake about it, I also said all of the incredible things, how much of a better man he's made me. I spoke on all of those things, and we take one clip, right?
Yeah, because that was very interesting. It was really, you're probably wrong to say it. So obviously we're going to notice that when you say something ridiculous.
I wonder if he was even scheduled for this tonight, or they said, can we get Draymond on tonight after this Austin Rivers thing? And obviously the Steve Kerr thing floating.
Yeah.
Who knows if he was even scheduled to be on? Because it just, the timing is just so funny. Because I don't even know if he's doing a full hit with them or if he's just there for a segment. And look, he's got the suit on. He's probably doing the whole show.
Yeah.
I know we were just joking about how
He's done
short
that in
they
the
are.
past.
He's done it in the past.
Yeah.
But it's just funny timing.
Well, remember, he's got the Phantom contract. Now, I don't know if it crosses over anymore because they're on ESPN.
That's what I'm thinking.
What do you mean?
He had signed up after he's done deal with TNT to be the next in studio.
Mm-hmm.
So that was concrete, and everybody knows that. But now that they've clicked over to the 4-letter, who knows? I don't know if that's still in the works.
Yeah, that reminds me, one of the funniest things I ever heard him say on that show is when Kobe was in his last year, and people assumed he might be going into TV, and Barkley said to Kenny Smith, he's going to go into TV, and we only have 4 chairs.
Right, don't take your spot.
So be careful, Kenny.
Be careful. You the one that's hanging on, right?
Yeah. So we got the Knicks and the Sixers, and then here we go, Alan. Minnesota, San Antonio. Alan Styles' favorite series of this round.
Oh, it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best. And look, if I think the Spurs are going to win. If De'Aaron comes out, drops 30, I'll still walk in here as a man and take whatever is going to be given to me during crosstalk, and I'll give him all the flowers in the world, and I'll give him a little, golf clap and say, you know what, brother, you did your thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for you.
I know that a lot of fans around here are kind of down on De'Aaron Fox for a lot of reasons. Some are not. Some will love him forever no matter what he does. Matt George. But we also have this from Air Alamo, okay? Mm-hmm. Which of these headlines would you like me to look into for you? From Air Alamo, De'Aaron Fox just struck fear in the hearts of Spurs fans everywhere, or Coach Johnson's post-loss De'Aaron Fox comments are sure to frustrate Spurs fans. Just trying to get an idea of where Spurs fans are right now with De'Aaron Fox.
Maybe the first one sounds
We can do both if you want, yeah.
The first one sounds more about the future. The second one seems more about the playoffs right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think that Spurs fans at this moment care more about the immediate playoffs because I'm assuming Coach Johnson is giving him a pass.
Okay, so Coach Johnson's post-loss De'Aaron Fox comments sure to frustrate Spurs fans. I thought he missed some shots. The box score says he's 5 for 14 with 6 turnovers. So I'm sure in terms of what we're used to from the box score, you'd want more from him. I have no concern over De'Aaron Fox or Victor Wembanyama's box score. They'll be better. Will be better for them. Let's see here.
Yep.
This was a nightmare performance. He finished with 10 points. Coach Johnson couldn't use Castle in the final moments of game 1 before he fouled out. But this is the playoffs. This is what AlamoAir.com says. This is the playoffs. Every possession matters. The Spurs lost by 2. Spurs have the deepest backcourt in the NBA. Basically, they're saying that the coach has to hold De'Aaron Fox accountable.
Well,
he thinks Fox just missed some shots, failed to produce what fans expected, but everyone should be worried that Coach Johnson won't hold the veteran accountable, is what is written here by Tyler Watts, Air Alamo.
I think when somebody is getting piled on, you want to let them know that you're in their corner, right?
Talking about the coach.
Yeah,
speak. Sure.
So everybody's already bagging on De'Aaron. How, as a coach, do you support him, but also, what is holding him accountable? That's always my question.
Mm-hmm.
People ask that to us media members all the time. You got to hold the coach accountable. You got to hold the team accountable. You got to hold the owner accountable. Well, what is that, right? De'Aaron knows he played like garbage. What is Mitch Johnson supposed to say to De'Aaron?
Mm-hmm. Here's what this writer, again, this is a different writer, Jaleel Williams wrote. Again, I'm just trying to give an indication of how they're looking at this in San Antonio. Spurs just played one of their worst offensive games of the season, at least in the moment. Doesn't feel particularly close. Plenty of blame to go around, but De'Aaron Fox must absorb a significant chunk of it. He was horrendous tonight. There's no way around it. $229 million man turned the ball over 6 times. Didn't attack enough. When he did, he couldn't find the bottom of the net. Fox isn't holding up his end of the deal. That's how they're looking at it right now.
Doesn't it feel like, and we were talking about this off air, just about how there's nowhere to hide. Doesn't it feel like these are the same types of conversations we had in Sacramento, just amplified because they're on a bigger stage? These are the same conversations. We've been having the same De'Aaron Fox conversations, debates forever.
Yeah, but it had a kind of a different twist here. It was more, why can't he do that more often, right?
It was being asked to do less.
Yeah, that's right.
He's being asked to do less, and he still can't deliver. Asked to do less.
Can I ask you guys something?
Mm-hmm.
And I get the affinity of De'Aaron Fox, and because he's a former player, but who cares? And I know this thing has stemmed up because Matt has brought some things to the table and playing the game and everything else. But as a Sacramento Kings fan, at this point, who gives a damn? Why do I care about what's going on with De'Aaron Fox right now?
I think a lot of fans care because...
And that's why I'm asking you guys, why? I'm looking for answers.
Right.
And maybe you guys don't have it, but why?
I do have an answer. The answer is because he represented so much of Sacramento Kings history. He represented the future, and a lot of people think he didn't want to be here, and they resent him for that. And it's also he's a fascinating player who was supposed to be part of the future. It looked like he was for that playoff series, and then everything went sideways.
So
in my opinion, there's a lot of interest in what happens with him. Is he going to go somewhere else and become, as we've seen with other Kings players, the star that we've never had? Or is it
that's a no. I think we've already figured that out, hence why Allen continues to keep saying and keep poking the point of he is what we thought he is.
Well, there's still a possibility that he wins a championship this year.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
The narrative could still change.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that's why, and maybe it's just me, I'm very interested in it, but I think that's why there is interest in where De'Aaron Fox is right now and how's it going now that, as he said, the grass is greener.
Yeah, I think the reason people care, and it's kind of how I kicked off the show, is that it gives you a feeling, right? Now, maybe not everybody, Jay, but for me, I haven't had I've been numb watching basketball since about Thanksgiving, right?
Okay.
So for me, I'm latching on to something, and that something is De'Aaron Fox. Like, I care more about watching now than if you ever watch a show, a reality show, and there's somebody that really annoys you, but deep down you want them, like Chris Watkins, I always talk about MTV, The Challenge. There's always somebody that you really want to get eliminated. But deep down, once they get eliminated, you're not going to feel the same way about the show because they don't bring you emotions. So
you don't have as much invested in it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I hate watching this guy. I want him gone. Then when he gets eliminated, I don't watch the show the same way. So for me, it just, and I think there's people on the other side of it. If I am the negative to Matt's positive, there are people in Matt's camp, there are people in my camp, but the bottom line is people just want to feel something while watching basketball, even if it's loosely connected to the Kings, because we haven't had any feelings watching basketball since November.
To me, how good really is De'Aaron Fox is a fascinating question because we all assumed here for a long time.
As a Kings fan or as an NBA fan?
Specifically as a Kings fan, for NBA fans as well. But again, we have a lot more invested here.
Yeah.
I would say we were wrong about him. Was he ever going to be that player? So that's why, to me, it's fascinating.
I would say it, and you answer some of the questions, but I think the way I take it is this, and I don't disagree with both of you guys. I'm just trying to put it on the table of why we continuously talk about somebody that's not here, didn't want to be here, according to at the end of the thing, not in the middle, not at the beginning. At the end, he didn't want to be here. So the way I look at it is he's an ex. He's someone that if you don't want me, I'm not rocking with you. Right. And so I'm not really invested in what you're doing as you move forward. And that's the way I see it. So I'm trying to get a better understanding why people care about their former fling. Why people care about their ex-wife, what they're doing.
Some of it is resentment.
Yeah.
For anyone who might feel that way, it's like, he's gone. I don't want him to succeed.
Right. I can see that part.
I don't think that's
but
very
you're a
healthy,
hater.
but
You're a hater.
Yeah. Human nature.
You're a hater.
Everybody, the breakups are always different. If we're using the ex analogy, somebody breaks up with their ex. And here's the other part of it, Jay. When you break up with an ex, what happens is if who you got now, right, you're really happy with who you have now, you don't need to check her Instagram because I'm out here doing my thing. Kings fans don't have that. They don't have a baddie.
And part of it, and this is what I thought this was going to come up. And part of that for me is this. That's the same Sacramento King fan movement we've been doing for too long. Yeah. At some point in time, stop caring about what the hell is going on outside and around you and worry about what's going on in your own house. And get your own affairs correct, even though, we can as the general manager. But you get what I'm saying. Care about what's going on more or less here than what's going on throughout the league. With that being said, it's the postseason. And that's why I asked. If I'm looking at this as an NBA fan, then more power to you. But if I'm looking at this as a scorn lover, a scorn Sacramento Kings fan, I would just encourage you as a fan, get over it. Move on. He wasn't rocking with you. No need to rock with him. Now, he could be your favorite player, but you don't need to look at it from the standpoint of what you're talking about, Alan, in the form of, well, I might not have somebody and they already have someone. No, go get yourself together. Get your mental correctly, and then you can bounce back and maybe become better as you move down the road.
Fans are not always, as a fan, I know, fans are not always good at getting our mental correctly.
I get
It's
it.
good
Yeah.
advice. But you can agree or disagree, Jay. Obviously, you can approve or disapprove. There was a lady that called today. We appreciate her listening. She called Carmichael Dave's show today and invited him to her anti-Spurs watch party tonight.
Yeah, let's see that. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Hate the Spurs because you hate the Spurs. And De'Aaron just gives you a little more initiative to hate the Spurs. I get that part.
Kings fans don't have anything else going on in the playoffs.
Man, you got it. As somebody said, it's an unhealthy interest.
I agree.
That's where it's at. Like, get yourself right. Don't stop worrying about the next person and get yourself right.
I do think the lines get a little blurred between what is because you're a Kings fan and what is just a good storyline. Let's look around.
True.
Let's
Very
look
true.
around the playoffs right now, right? This is probably the number one storyline. I mean, the Knicks, whether the Knicks
I think
get
it is.
Yeah, whether the Knicks get it done or not, cool.
De'Aaron is the number one storyline in the league?
No, well, I'm just saying.
That's the league right now.
As the playoffs are going on right now, we talked about it. Hey, okay, is Cade going to do it? We got the Cavs, Pistons. I don't think there's a lot of meat on that bone. We'll see how that.
You got the Mike Brown and the Knicks, and the Knicks.
And we're
Mike Brown are
watching,
not trying to get back to the finals. That's big.
But don't sleep on. There were a lot of people. That's why I said Kings fans versus NBA fans, and obviously Kings fans are both. When they signed De'Aaron to that contract, the Spurs were kind of getting clowned. And there were writers in San Antonio saying, we essentially knew, I read this on the show, we essentially knew we were going to overpay for De'Aaron, but that's why we got the exclusivity of De'Aaron, which means we didn't have to give up a lot.
Yeah.
We knew in turn we were essentially going to, they admitted, not the Spurs, but the idea was we admitted to overpaying De'Aaron because that's how we got him on such a cheap deal with the Kings, even though the Kings decided to go in a different direction. And then after that, everybody's saying, you gave that man $60 a year, and now he's not even outplaying Mike Conley.
That really surprises me, the reaction in San Antonio. That's one of the reasons I read those pieces. I understand that some people here have a lot of resentment towards him. Not everyone does, but I understand that.
Sure.
As you say, Jay, it's probably not healthy, but I understand it. But he just got to San Antonio, and he's helped them get to the playoffs. And there's the backlash against him there. I'm not sure I understand it. It
because
surprises me.
He wasn't set, but I can see what you're saying. But from my understanding is coming into just what Alan talked about. I think that was already the writing on the wall. And it's kind of like what we talked about the Giants. Like, you can hope, you can pray, you can wish, all of that. That's good for you as a fan. You're supposed to. You just talked about a coach 2 times I'm only good for it, and I probably thrown a third one in the beginning of the season. Everybody's got hope. But sometimes the truth and the real is the real, and you got to take it for what it is. I think if we're talking about a player in 7-8 years in the league, the question has already been answered. I think we create the narrative sometimes as fans of still trying to figure out something that is already in the known. Dylan Harper and Steph Castle are already groomed to be their future. But just a moment ago, people were talking about he might be traded for someone.
But De'Aaron Fox is only his second time in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
so that's where players really show what they're made of. And it's been a mixed bag so far. But the whole thing to me is really interesting. And like I said, I'm repeating myself.
Yeah.
But the way San Antonio fans are already like, whoa, it took me by surprise a little bit. I get it, I guess, but I didn't see it coming so quickly. Yeah. And it's very strong there.
I think, Jay, the last thing I'll say is again, we talked about, hey, they essentially knew that they were, here's the crazy part. They were overpaying for Sacramento De'Aaron. Right?
Yeah.
They're not even getting Sacramento De'Aaron on a night-in, night-out basis, which is what we have spoken about, sure.
Right.
But at the same time, we've already come to the conclusion that De'Aaron is not a Batman. We've already come to that conclusion. That's what we all agree about. Now we're in the conversation of, dang, can De'Aaron even show up when he's got Wemby, Steph Castle, Dylan Harper in the crew? So I think that it's a new question of, is this dude just a bust when he needs to show up? Because what we've already decided is he's not the guy, but he's not even being asked to be the guy in San Antonio.
And how's he going to respond to that tonight?
Right.
I'm really interested to see.
And again, Jay, there's only so many.
Just cut from a different cloth, I guess.
Yeah, there's only so many games going on right now. Once
definitely get that.
Once it's cooked, it's cooked. And look, will I dance on graves? I don't dance on graves. I might usher.
Be careful. You might glide.
I might usher glide, but that might do that. But part of me hopes that it just keeps going. Because again,
I think it's going to
in a while.
I think it's going to, Alan, and that's not to cut you off. I think, and bounce back to you, I think it's going to here in Sacramento, and it's going to in San Antonio. Because those are the two markets that's connected. I think it's a flash in the pan when it comes to the NBA, and that's why I asked, why are we as Sacramento Kings fans, and maybe I should have made it more clear, why are we connected and why do we care so much? Totally get it if we're talking about it's the NBA story. Got you. No problem. It's part of one of the 4 or 5 big stories in the NBA right now. Cool.
Yeah. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. We'll get to the phones. I know we got some people hanging on. Also, guess which former King got some mention in a players' poll on the NBA's best defender? That more coming up. Sactown Sports.
For the second straight offseason, the Sacramento Kings have been linked to Raptors guard R.J. Barrett. Should Scott Perry make a move to reunite with his former draft pick? Is Keegan Murray a potential trade candidate to make that happen? Get the entire breakdown from the Matt and Kayla Show at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
I remember that every time my mom got dressed up, she put on the first piece of jewelry I ever gave her, a pair of quarter-carat diamond earrings. It was Mother's Day in 1978, and I'll never forget it. She said, "Oh, John, you shouldn't have." But her eyes and her smile said something completely different. That is a feeling we want you to have when she opens your gift from Prestigio Jewelers this Mother's Day. Even better, we guarantee you a credit account to make your own Mother's Day memory. I'm John Bubica, founder and president of Prestigio Jewelers, and I guarantee you a credit account today.
Your business moves fast. Your bank should keep up. At Valley Strong Credit Union, business banking is built for momentum with tools that help you manage cash flow, streamline payments, and fuel growth. Right now, there's never been a better time to switch. Open a new Valley Strong business account and get 3 months of business banking products and services free, up to $750 in value to power your next big move. Because when your business runs stronger, the whole Valley does too. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your business, grow your future at valleystrong.com/business.
When there are supply constraints on commodities, prices surge. You saw it with fuel prices, with the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. And you know what else is a limited commodity? Gold. They mine it out of the ground, and when it's gone, it's gone. Governments can't just print more of it. That's why everyone from central banks to savvy savers are diversified with gold. If you've been thinking about it for years, but have still never moved some of your savings into physical gold, Birch Gold Group is who I trust to help you. Stan Bongino, and now through May 29th, Birch Gold is giving first-time gold buyers a rebate of up to $10,000 on qualifying purchases. For details and a free information kit on diversifying into gold, text Dan to the number 989898. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. Text Dan to the number 989898 to see if you qualify for a first-time gold buyer rebate of up to $10,000. Again, text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates apply.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
We've been talking about De'Aaron Fox. We've been talking about how the fans in San Antonio view him, whether fans in Sacramento are rooting for him or not, what he and the Spurs have to prove tonight, and the phones came crackling to life. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Let's start with TC, who's been hanging on. It's time for Check It with TC. What do you got for us, TC?
Mike, check.
My check, man. Check it. Alan, Whitey, what's going on? Alan, you up? Yeah, bro, from that vacation. That's my dog.
I'm back, baby. I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, this going to wake you up. We've been over Fox. So they starting to realize what we were talking about with Fox the whole time he was here. We wanted bro to be a killer. We wanted him to be a dog. And he just want to be a laid-back guy. And that's fine, bro. Like, that, I guess that's just him. We needed something different here in Sacramento, and they're realizing that in San Antonio. So I kind of been over Fox the day he wanted out and the day he left. I said, man, that's your prerogative, bro. I see how you get down. But that's why, because I looked at it from a different standpoint. Some Kings fans is just fanning to be Kings fans, and they just became Kings fans, being team. So they don't realize the nuances of the game or what I'm talking about when I say I wanted him to be a killer, and we wanted him to be that guy, and he didn't want to be that guy, or he's just not that guy. That's what we're talking about. So go ahead and be over there in San Antonio, big dog. My call really was about Kings fans overanalyzing Magic players, Orlando Magic players. All those guys over there are super overrated. That's like a Jonathan Isaac. We overrated him, right? Anthony Black, he's overrated. Even P5, he's overrated. I wanted him at first. I called and asked you guys. I say, listen, I said, if we fall, if we stay at 5 or if we drop all the way down to 9, would you guys be willing to trade that pick with something else to go for P5? And my answer was yes. But after I've seen the guy and been watching him, I said, man, I'm good on that dude. He's super inefficient, and he turns his back on coaches. Who's to say he wouldn't do that to Doug when he got here because he didn't like how the offense was running? I'm good on those guys. I got Detroit in 5 games winning the series, and I got Minnesota going to the NBA Finals. Mark it right now, bro. That's all I got. Y'all have a good night and enjoy the playoffs.
Thank you.
Jay, bro.
I'm with TC.
Good luck to your daughter.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Good luck to Jay's daughter. Jay, I don't want to make a mistake. Your daughter advancing in track and field. Yeah. Let's give her
discus and shot put sections, and then
sections.
Looks like for discus she should be good for state. So we'll see what
state.
Shot put.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that.
Thank you.
TC.
Shouts out.
Yeah. Me and TC eye to eye on these playoff predictions.
Oh no, Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, we said once he got to Anthony Black, I'm like, all right, TC, I'll take him right now. But everybody, some of the other ones, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Isaac was bad because everybody was thirsty, and that brother just on the bench.
Right.
Anthony Black, I'd take him right now.
Len joining us now on Sactown Sports. Hey, Len, how are you? What's up?
What is happening, Kevin?
Hey.
I've talked to you for many decades, dude.
Yeah.
And yes, go Spurs, go. And guess, man, you were the one who cloned me as Lynn, the Spurs fan.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I am back. And everybody's talking about Fox. No, Fox helped the Spurs close out Game 4 It wasn't Victor W. against Portland. And when Portland made that run in Game 5, who closed that game out? It wasn't Victor. It was Fox. Yes, Fox does get lost because you got to look. Look how many wings they have. They have Castle. They have Harper. And they have the other guy. So they got so many 2s and 3s there. That's why Fox gets lost every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Lynn, the Spurs fan.
Lynn.
That's a call from way back. He was like a Manu Ginobili Spurs fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the real deal right there.
Good to hear from you, Lynn. How about Big Al on Sactown Sports? Big Al, it's Whitey. What's going on?
That's right, Whitey and Alan. Hello, Alan. Alan, hello, Whitey. Yeah, it's been a while. So I wanted to call in. I heard the top drop the hammer on some other station I will not mention. So in any event, so it's good to come back to you. More succinct and decent talk. Hey, listen, that one guy, God bless him, but I don't see the Timberwolves getting by San Antonio. When you think about Wembanyama, why I don't even know why he shoots threes all that. He shoots 8 and hits 0 for 8er. You know, you hit a reasonable 2 or 3 for sure. You know, the game that goes the other way. Well, there's other things too, but I mean, there's parts of that team I like. I mean, I'm a big Laker fan. You remember that, Whitey?
Yes, I do.
I loved me some Julius Randolph. I wish I could get me some Julius Randolph on the Lakers and play some man ball, not wuss ball. Besides LeBron, we got some wuss balls, and I don't like it.
All right, thank you, Big Al. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Kings fans, I feel for.
You're breaking up on us there. Sorry about that. Your call was breaking up on us a little bit there. So we concluded the call, but we did get your point about the Lakers and wuss ball, Alan.
No wuss ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say Julius Randle. You said maybe one of the most underrated players. Think how Laker fans feel. You started with it.
You know, Julius Randle is the one thing I remember about Julius Randle, getting back to your guy that the Niners didn't even end up drafting, but we spent time talking about. Julius Randle was another guy, not a great wingspan for his size. So coming out of the draft, the question was, would he, he kind of came off like a tweener because he had decent size, but he didn't have great wingspan. That was a knock on him early. That's one thing I remember about Julius Randle.
Well, I know I talked a lot about this after the last game, but he did a really good job, good job defensively on Wembanyama in the second half.
He did.
Really good job.
This is where, look.
I didn't see that coming.
These guys that have been, I'll say it, gifted some decent situations. Some of these coaches, I'd put Mitch Johnson in that category. This is where you show that you can make some money, right? This is what Joe Mazzulla, when the Ime Udoka thing happened, hey, okay, what can you do? Mitch Johnson, good situation. Hey, okay, now you're up against it a little bit. Now let's see why they chose you.
Yeah, Big Al didn't contradict himself, but I think he pointed out some of the reasons why some people, including myself, disagree with him. He said he doesn't see the Timberwolves getting past the Spurs, but then he pointed out Wemby has this fascination with shooting threes. I think I talked to Jerry about that. I don't know if it was on the air or not. And he said it's amazing that Wemby can do what he can do from 3 for his size, but that doesn't mean he should be doing it
all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think part of that too is he's got a 7-footer in there. He's got some inches on Gobert, but there's no mouse in the house. So maybe he's even more so just relying on the 3 because he knows Gobert's not going to be out there.
Finally, Gary joining us. Hey, Gary, you're on the drive, guys. What's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I totally disagree with the constant bashing of De'Aaron Fox on this radio station since he left the Kings. I thought he got a really raw deal. I think Mike Brown was a great coach. He bought into it. He started playing more defense with Mike Brown. He was one of the leading leaders in the league in steals. He was a very prolific scorer. His assists were good. They weren't great, but he had a offense with a center who also had great assists. So you look at, when a year before he left and you compare his, stats to SAG, they weren't that far off. And, the Kings, instead of moving for a power forward to turn that team into a great team, they pick up DeRozan, who's a guard, and they have him playing small forward. And I think he got screwed. And when they got rid of Mike Brown, I think he just, he didn't want to be with the Kings anymore, and I don't blame him. And, everybody's forgetting what a great fourth quarter scorer he was. And he did it again in Portland. And I just think he's getting bashed for no reason at all. I wait and see what he does tonight.
Thank you, Gary. Very well said.
Thanks, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gary talking about the station. There's no Fox bashing 10-2.
Okay.
I'm just saying. He said on the station.
Yes, he did.
Right. I'm just saying 10-2. You
He's
will
talking about
hear.
us.
I'm just saying
That's
it's a
what we've been
balance.
saying. Yeah.
Right. It's a balance. We are a very balanced station. But I hear what Gary is saying.
I'll just say this real quick. Pardon me, Alan, but I need to say this. I think I can be critical of De'Aaron Fox without bashing him. I think that's fair.
Me too.
Yeah. I know there's a fine line there. And I thank you, Gary, for giving that side of the whole thing in a very articulate manner. But I think you can be, and I can be critical of De'Aaron without bashing him.
Yeah. And here's the thing that I'll say. And I'm clearly, I troll, and I'll own that, and I have a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy it, okay? But the reality is we've had that conversation, and I think it's a realistic conversation about the fact that the Kings did not do what they needed to do. We've talked about they could have went and got Julius Randle. Give him a Julius Randle. We talked about John Collins. That was the Kyle Kuzma thing, Jeremy Grant. All these guys.
They tried to get Siakam.
Right. They tried to get Siakam. My question then is to Gary and anybody that feels like that. It's not supposed to be a bash at all. But my question is, then what? Then what? Who are you beating with John Collins, De'Aaron Fox, and Sabonis?
Well, maybe that's why they didn't get John Collins.
There
were other guys they wanted that they couldn't get.
I think you can appreciate what De'Aaron Fox did and realize that there was a ceiling. He had hit his ceiling as a number one option. And unless the forward that you brought in was, stop me here, Victor Wembanyama or somebody that was going to be, it wasn't about a position to me. That's where I've left. It's about, were you finding somebody that was going to be better than De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis? And they were not able to do that. Because outside of that, this conversation is about whether or not the Kings were going to get to the second round for the next couple years. Because they weren't winning jack with any of the guys I just named.
Speaking of former Kings, one former King got some mention in a players' poll on the NBA's best defenders. Have you guessed who it was yet? The answer is next, Sactown Sports.
For the second straight offseason, the Sacramento Kings have been linked to Raptors guard R.J. Barrett. Should Scott Perry make a move to reunite with his former draft pick? Is Keegan Murray a potential trade candidate to make that happen? Get the entire breakdown from the Matt and Kayla Show at SactownSports.com or on the Sactown Sports app.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded one new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
Country in the Park is back this weekend at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line Dancing Live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park this weekend, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Carl's Jr., RVs of Sacramento, and Atkins Family Vineyards. More info at CITBfest.com.
I remember that every time my mom got dressed up, she put on the first piece of jewelry I ever gave her, a pair of quarter-carat diamond earrings. It was Mother's Day in 1978, and I'll never forget it. She said, "Oh, John, you shouldn't have," but her eyes and her smile said something completely different. That is a feeling we want you to have when she opens your gift from Prestigio Jewelers this Mother's Day. Even better, we guarantee you a credit account to make your own Mother's Day memory. I'm John Bubica, founder and president of Prestigio Jewelers, and I guarantee you a credit account today.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the
Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Who's this, Alan?
Is it Bruce Springsteen?
It is.
Hello, boy. Told you I was at the concert.
I know.
I brought that home too, Whitey. You didn't think I was going to.
Hello, baby. Yeah.
The boss.
Yeah. In the song Glory Days, the video for it, and I was never a Springsteen fan.
Why?
I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me. It's an East Coast thing or something. I didn't dislike him. It just never, just didn't hit with me.
Okay.
But there's a video for Glory Days as baseball, and he's playing baseball by himself or something, and then somebody says, did you win? And he goes, nah, Nettles got me in the ninth. Question is, who works here at Sactown Sports is, I believe, cousins with former Yankee and Padre and Indian Greg Nettles. You know Greg Nettles, right? You know who Greg Nettles is? Okay.
I'm just going to guess with someone who's baseball connects, say Bobby.
Nope. It's somebody who you don't always approve of what they wear.
Yeah.
Jason Ross.
Jason Ross.
Yeah, there you go.
Is related to Greg Nettles.
Wow.
And I think that might be why he's a Yankee fan.
That's exactly why he's a Yankee fan.
And I get it. I get it. You know?
Uh-huh.
UCLA, Sac State, Kings, and Yankees.
Yanks.
It's a great combo there, J. Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Great combo.
NBA
Very
playoffs.
self-explanatory.
Yeah. What do we got going on at the Garden, Alan?
72-68. Knicks are losing.
Wait, what? Knicks are losing?
Yeah, and one from Cat, and one too many cameos of Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. We get it. He is a great actor, and he's dating Kylie. And he's such a down-to-earth Knicks fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cool. We get it. You don't have to show him every time.
Embiid's not playing, and the Sixers are winning?
Yeah. I mean, put some respect on Andre Drummond's name.
All right. I may. If they win this game, I may.
Yeah, you might have to.
He used to win the rebounding title every stinking year.
Yeah.
Every year.
I mean, there's just so many stars in Madison Square Garden.
Ben Stiller.
Why are you showing Timothée Chalamet
Spike.
every time?
Mm-hmm.
They just show those three. It's the three horsemen. Spike, Ben Stiller, and sometimes Larry David.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, we get it.
We've been talking a lot about Kings, De'Aaron Fox, former King. So we'll wrap up today's look at the Athletic NBA player poll with this. Question is, who is the league's best defensive player? 151 votes cast. Very interesting to me And some of the more touchy questions, not as many players answer, but the league's best defensive player, who was the number one answer? It's easy by a landslide. And which former King got some run in this category?
Well, I already guessed who. So I need that 916 number to chime on in to our number right now, 916-339-1140, because Keon Ellis, the best defender in the league, he got a vote.
41.1% said Victor Wembanyama. Then you got to drop off all the way to 4.6 is number 2 answer. Chris Dunn, Kawhi Leonard, number 2. Tied for then 4th would be Scotty Barnes and Jane McDaniels and Osar Thompson and Cason Wallace at 4%. Tumani Kamara at 3.3%. Drew Holiday, 2.6. Herb Jones, 2.6. Amen Thompson, 2.6. OG Anunoby and Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort and Rudy Gobert, 2%. 1.3%. Stephon Castle, Evan Mobley, Bilal Coulibaly, Keon Ellis.
Come on.
Keon Ellis, what?
He's tied with who?
He's tied with Stephon Castle, Bilal Coulibaly, and Evan Mobley.
Come on now.
So that means, I believe, he got, well, multiple votes, or is that just one vote?
I'll do the math. That's more than one. So where are you at, you Keon haters? There's speaking of 4 horsemen, there's the 4 horsemen of Keon haters that hop on the text line every time. I don't know why you have a problem with Keon. We all accept that Keon wasn't perfect. Okay? It's all good. Why you continue to want to hate on this man, I do not know. But apparently, and somebody yesterday, Whitey, I can go find that number. Somebody said, well, Styles doesn't know ball. Okay? Because he says Keon is this and Keon is that. Allen just doesn't know ball. Well, apparently, I know as much ball as other players on the NBA court. So I guess if that means I don't know ball, to the 3 horsemen that hate Keon, I guess I don't know ball. But I'll take that to agree with other players from where in the NBA on the court with this man. But y'all want to talk about he didn't play these minutes, okay, and that's cool. But this is from his peers. So don't take my word for it. I'm just little old A Sizzle. Don't take my word for it.
Hey, A Sizzle.
Bam
Adebayo, 0.7%. Chet Holmgren, 0.7%.
Wait.
Keon Ellis, 1.3%.
But we don't know ball. You want him in the doghouse. That's all fine and good. Because I have my truth right here. I'm going to frame this, Whitey. I'm going to take down that Fox jersey, and I'm going to just put that up right next to where the Fox jersey was.
Don't take the Fox over. You get some other people crying.
Well, yeah, no, he already got one.
Take another one down.
No, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to wear it next time Fox has a good game. So I'll check you, Jay. It'll be after your daughter plays in states the next time we see Fox have a game that's worth anything.
Hey, A Sizzle, best defensive player in the NBA, Giannis, 0.7%.
Oh, my goodness.
Mikal Bridges, 0.7%. Donovan Clingan, 0.7%. Keon Ellis, 1.3%.
Are you serious? And y'all want to play these games? Y'all want to play these games with me? I got 20/20 vision, baby. Stop playing with me. Y'all deserve to be in the doghouse. Come on now. And Whitey, I'm refreshing. Whitey, I'm refreshing the text groove on the text line. Jay, where's Brian? I got to check the Wi-Fi. There must be something going on with the Wi-Fi because every time we talk about Keon, the 4 horsemen come in with the text. But now that we have these numbers on Keon, I can't find y'all. I'm looking for y'all. Because, Jay, I'll tell you right now, my feet hurt because I've been standing on business since I was born. But I don't know where y'all at. I don't know where y'all
You got
at.
sore calves?
I got sore calves. I got to stretch out. Got the Achilles. Stop playing with me, man.
By the way, this is a good guess. Logical Raptors fanatic figured that it would be Davion who would have gotten a vote.
I would have thought so, too.
Yeah. He also says, Allen, not players plural. It was like one vote, Allen.
No, I look. It won more than Giannis. One more.
Must have been it was 2 or 3.
Then Mikal Bridges were 4 first rounders, whatever it was. I can't, Whitey, I'm refreshing it. I can't find anybody. Maybe y'all can chime back in tomorrow. I can't wait. And don't let De'Aaron have a stinker. I pray, honestly, I pray for his sake on these things. I pray for crosstalk tomorrow. Please, basketball gods, let De'Aaron score more points than Mike Conley.
What are you going to do if De'Aaron goes off with 41?
Oh, I'll wear it. I'll wear it. I only gotta wear it once every 2 weeks. So I'll wear it. That's all I gotta do.
If he has a good game, you should come in tomorrow and take the Fox jersey and wear it backwards during crossover.
I'm gonna order one, Whitey.
That's what you have to do.
I'm gonna order one because I can go back to Doco and get one for about $10. They still all there for $10.
Draft Lottery is here. Stay locked into Sactown Sports 1140 and SactownSports.com for the most in-depth and up-to-the-minute draft coverage on the Sacramento Kings. Powered by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers